Here. Welcome to today's live. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell your mamas, your daddies, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, everybody that you know, everybody that you see, to come hang out with God and KD live on YouTube. Today I will be behind the scenes kind of doing my thing like I have been for the last few days, honestly. Today we are going to do a live chat and react to the politics that's going on. Y'all know I really don't care to get into politics, but I do care about the state of our lives, the state of everything that's going on. So be sure to check out the poll. If you are on the mobile version, have the app, tune into the poll, because we are going to talk about, again, the politics, the breaking news that we have going on in politics, obviously, because I'm talking about the politics and breaking news. But yeah, we have the chat, we have the poll. Before we get into anything, let me go ahead and switch the screen so we can go ahead and get started with today's live. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe. Like I said, to everybody that you know, everybody that you see, come hang out with KD and God live daily on YouTube. And while we talking about God, let's just go ahead and get into the Bible verse of the day, which is in the description of the video. And today is September 13th. So happy 9/13 to everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. That just kind of made me put a little pep in my energy, because yeah, happy Friday the 13th. Happy birthday to everyone that's born today. Shout out to all the Virgos out there. Y'all know it's Virgo season. Pew, 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 pew. Shout out to us. Y'all know how we do, okay? So shout out to everybody that's born today, as the Bible verse of the day is coming from Matthew 9:13 for September 13th. And we are reading from the New Living Translation for anyone, wherever they may be in their walk of life with Christ. Says, then he added, now go and learn the meaning of this scripture. I want you to show mercy, not offer sacrifices. For I have come to call not those who think they are righteous, but those who know they are sinners. And I love that, because honestly, since 9/11, I have been getting Bible verses of the day that resonate a lot with what's going on in politics. Because y'all, that's definitely, I'm agreeing with this Bible verse. I mean, I agree with the whole thing, but definitely go and learn to show mercy and not offer sacrifices. Okay? Because y'all, our political candidates are a trip, okay? And God loves those who know that they are sinners, not those who think they're righteous. We have one person who knows that he's a sinner, but everybody gives him a hard time about it. And then we got one person that wants y'all to believe that they're righteous, and it's given very vile. The woman may be very vile. I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all my opinions, okay? And the only place they matter, which is my platform. We spent 6 hours going over what I call the, political policies. They called it a debate. It shouldn't have been that. It should have just been a political policy of them telling us what they're going to do for us. They really had a hard time doing that. And now we have some more breaking news from them. So y'all know I have the public watch later of stuff that we need to watch later. Like I said, we spent 6 hours covering the first debate that went on between the two of them 2 days ago. Like I said, we started this on 9/11, September 11th, okay? And then from then, because we didn't see it when it happened, but we did a reaction to it yesterday, so y'all can go to the channel, tune in, tap in. It will be under the lives, playlist, whatever the case may be, but it was a live, so it's definitely going to be on the lives. So there's that, but if you go to the playlist, it's also in the watch later playlist. And then moving on, we have where it says she's talking about we owe it to the voters to have another debate, because if y'all saw my live, y'all know I did not agree with almost anything that woman had to say. The highlights tried to make Donnie look like a loony, but in what I saw in the full recount of events, that man ate her up, had on his thinking cap, had on his business cap. Now she's saying we owe it to the voters to have another debate. Okay, maybe y'all do, because again, I don't like these rallies. I feel like these rallies are bogus, going city to city, state to state, doing whatever y'all doing, trying to get these celebrity endorsements and all this kind of stuff. I'm not here for that, but I am here for the two of them coming together, so when one of them is lying, the other one can defend themselves immediately, just like he did. I don't like all of this he said, they're not together all the time. I'm not here for any of that, but I am here for them coming together on those two platforms and them giving us, what they're going to do for us. Because again, all she did was give us talking about, I'm going to give y'all hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Like, we not already, girl, going through that. So I want to hear what she has to say as far as why she believes she owes it to the voters to have another debate, because he not saying that. He know what he said, and he know what he said. You see what he came out the next thing that he said? We announcing no tax on overtime. See what I'm saying? She don't even know how to do it. The next thing that we heard from him is no tax on overtime. You coming out talking about we owe it to the voters to have another debate. Again, Miss Hopes, Dreams, and Aspirations over Mr. Get This Money. I'm just saying, even going back to the Bible verse of the day, baby, my God wants to deal with the people that know that they are sinners, okay? Not the people that think they are righteous. We literally have one that believes that and wants y'all to believe that they are so righteous. And we have the other one that knows that they're a sinner and that God is here, to help us. Again, like he said on that debate, y'all know what y'all dealing with when y'all get me. I done known Donnie for as long as I done known about culture, pop culture, child millennial culture, whatever we want to call it. I don't know this woman. I'm not going to resonate with her just because she wants to be identifying as black, just because she's a woman, just because she pledged my mother's sorority. I don't give about none of that, okay? And I'm going to be mad about that, but girl, I don't give about none of that. Do you hear me? So let's get into what she has to say, because I definitely want to know what he has to say about this no tax on overtime. That's why I'm like, y'all tune into the poll. How do y'all feel about the no tax on overtime? Because, yeah, I want to know, is this something that y'all looking for? Because this is something that I'm looking for. When you're trying to be a political candidate, this is what I want to see. So let's see what she has to say. Hold on, because see, we ain't trying to hear all that. Mute that. We're going to let y'all have y'all a little time. But I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then they turned the comments off. Now, I don't know about that, because you turning the comments off make me feel some type of way, because, the comments are the co-host, the best part of everything that's going on. So turning off the comments is, but let's get our playback speed together so we don't have to sit through this too long, because y'all know we spent 6.5 hours here yesterday. So, child, where did she go to have this debate at? The Democratic presidential nominee, Ms. Harris, says voters deserve another debate after the Republican rival. Donnie said on social media that he would not participate in a third one. Because it was just like, why? Like he said, girl, you don't even know what you're talking about. He ain't wrong. Now you're trying to come back because, like he said, she did not hold herself in a good light at all. She did not stand on business. He stood on business. She did not in the least bit, okay? Is it North Carolina? Because he got on his North Carolina shirt. Like he said, like Donnie said, she bust them people there. She buzzed them people up in there, because I'm just like, the fact that we don't have any freaking comments is just like, ugh. But yeah, let's see what she got to say, y'all. Y'all know how I go. Grab y'all treats, grab y'all snacks, because y'all know how it is. Y'all know I'm going to try to be live with the vibes for an hour. These videos are pretty short, so we should get through them. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of bring y'all an update as we have them, because while I don't keep up with politics. You know, what I do see in the highlights, especially on YouTube, I feel like we should discuss, because a lot of the times I would just like scroll past them, but now I've been alive 3 decades, and you know, certain parts of me is just like, I actually kind of do care. So there's that. So let's hear what Miss Girl has to say. Oh, hold on, child. We ain't even got the volume on. I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah, we good. So let's go ahead and hear.
2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate.
They clapping for her like she did something so extraordinary. Girl, just them cheering to fit me up already.
And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate.
Girl, this how I'm looking. I'm looking just like her. Because what is her face been looking like? Oh, she was cheering when they said we're gonna have another debate. Then we said we owe it for the voters to have another debate. Child, she ain't said nothing yet, but child, I just know that's how I'm looking behind the scenes. Because like I said, I'm behind the scenes doing my thing kind of like y'all today.
Because this election and what is at stake could not be more important.
And that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm like, this is the main reason why I do care, because I do feel like our lives are at stake. I do feel like it's important to hear what they are trying to say they quote unquote bring to the table. If that's the way that y'all could, you know, understand the analogy of what's going on. Y'all love that question. What do you bring to the table? What do they bring to the table for America? That's all I'm trying to say.
On Tuesday night, I talked about issues that I know matter to families across America.
Like hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Okay? Tax credits and that only benefit families. So if you're a single individual like myself, you ain't gonna get nothing. Okay? And that also is supposed to help business owners. If you ain't got no money, I mean, well, I guess she did say business. Now, was it business owners or was it first time homeowners? Or was that her three points? The businesses, the first time home buyers, and the child credit. Because I'm like, was it businesses or was it first time home buyer credit, or was it both? Because she a liar, like Donnie said. Y'all already in the office. She shouldn't even have to come on here telling us about what she will do. She should have come on here telling us about what she has done and what she will do to move us forward in the future. Because like he said, like what we saying. He's saying what we saying. Where is our president? We don't see this man. Like he said, the president don't even know he alive. Ate him up with that one. Num, 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 ate him up.
Bringing down the cost of living. Investing in America.
Oh, y'all, now she talking about bringing down the cost of living, y'all. Child. Because, baby, like I said, girl, she ain't saying nothing that we want to hear. I still don't trust her. Because you should have said that when you was at that podium. I guess somebody had to tell you you was not giving the people what they asked for. You did not understand the assignment. I don't trust her.
Small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation safe and secure.
Like he said, child, she's stealing my philosophies, my principles, my standpoints. I was gonna send her a MAGA hat. That's what that man said. Now you want to say that because you was not saying that when you was at that podium with that man. He ate you alive. And I don't know why y'all on YouTube putting them highlights and y'all reactions talking about she doing this, she standing on bed, and did not. I'm starting to figure out let me find out y'all got a low IQ just like her. Because again, the ability to reason and understand cannot be there. It's not about what you know. It's not about what you learn. It's not about what you can learn. It's about your ability to reason and understand. That's it.
But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump.
That is what we heard from Donald Trump, baby. That's not what we heard from you. And again, I believe a leader doesn't have to tear people down to build anyone up. That's what you do. And then you would have the audacity to turn the comments off. Bogus. Girl, this woman's so bogus. All right, so that's what she said, talking about him. But again, what's the reason for having another debate? Like, talking about we owe it to us. What's the reason? Because you didn't do a good job? Because again, I didn't hear a reason of why we need another debate. Like, because there's no reason. Like, it is what it is. It is what, I mean, if y'all gonna do it again, that's what I said. Because, I mean, Donnie had some more to say. They was cutting him off. He had some more facts. He came like Monique at a Bravo reunion with a binder and tabs. And then his mental. Because she came with it physically. That man said, I don't even need it. Baby, that Gemini mind was on point. On point. So for her to get up here, talk about we need another debate, I'm so mad I can't see the comments. Because I'm like, do y'all think we need another debate? I don't. Trump is running away from debating Kamala Harris. And why is it running away? It's like, if I already won, why do I have to come and beat you again? Now I'm just worried about November. And that man said he got businesses to handle. He not worried about coming to debate her. He set out the time to debate her in his busy business schedule, debated her, ate her up, and don't want no more of her. Again, it's like art. It's like when you debating with somebody that doesn't have the same intelligence level as you. There's no reason to do that. Like, it's not fun. It's not, like, that debate was not enriching on her end at all. Because all she did was lie. And again, even when they was talking about the chips, y'all, I found out what the chips, y'all, is microchips. And America don't have no microchips. So the fact that she even just said chips, because I'm like, y'all, because as Americans, if you're not clued in like myself and don't know what chips she talking about, you wouldn't know. But then as I'm talking to other people about this and they're telling me the chips are microchips, I'm like, oh. Because y'all know I'm greedy. That's why it's grab your trees, grab your snacks. I love a good, snack-a-dack. So for me, I didn't know what chips they were, but I figured, I'll eventually, learn, figure it out, whatever the case may be. And that same day, the information was presented to me. And I was like, that was an enriching conversation that I had, because it's also difficult for me to have an enriching conversation when it comes to politics, because I see stuff differently than a lot of people, and I'm just like, if you don't see what I see, then I be turned off. But then, like I said, the conversation that I had was enriching to the point where it was just like, you teaching me something, and I appreciate that. Because like I said yesterday, I was like, I don't know what these microchips they talking about, but we just gonna keep listening and figure it out, okay? But now we know, and that's why I said I get to bring y'all an update about what I've learned and what I've gathered, so that y'all also have the information, so we can all make informed decisions about who we will be letting be the face of our quote-unquote leader moving into 2025. And I hope not this woman. But I do like this little velvet velour looking suit. I like this. I'm like, this I do like. All right, so yeah. Let's see what Donnie is talking about on this no tax on overtime, because that's what the people are trying to talk about. That's what the people want to hear. And we do have comments, so we'll let this ad play. While we get in the comments, it says, if that passed, I would volunteer for overtime rather than avoiding it. I mean, I do overtime when I had a job because I wanted the money, but the tax that was coming off of it was kind of like, it was no point in me doing it. Like, especially when it came to like my taxes, right, it was no point in me working any overtime. But it says, as someone who works 15 hours of overtime a week, this would actually change my life, literally. And that's why I had to get to a point where I stopped working overtime, because I was getting to the point where I was working 20 hours of overtime a week. So I was pushing 60 hours a week. And I'm like, I'm doing 40 hours as a full-time job. And then I'm basically working another 20 hours for overtime, which was another part-time job. And I said, if I have to have a full-time job and a part-time job in one job just to sustain, and I was still living at my mom's house, it was not something that I wanted to do, because again, the tax that was coming off of it, it was no point in me working overtime, because again, I'm basically working a full-time and part-time job.
Today, I'm also announcing that.
Hold on, baby. Did he put that on the stand and repeat? Stop playing with him. Text Trump to 88022. I wonder what he gonna say. Make housing affordable again. No tax on tips. I love that. Oh my goodness, because she got up there and had people behind her. See what I'm saying? She always needs somebody to support her. He is his own support system. I like that. I can get jiggy with that. Nah, 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 nah. That's what I want to see, girl, because I don't want to see people. I want to see what you going to do. Make housing affordable again. Amen. No tax on tips. What do you, I was a server. Again, stuff like this is literally life-changing. This is how you help the economy. Again, I made more money as a server than any other job. But people always want to tell me because I've been alive, 32 years. Oh, you need to be doing this. Again, I'm at that federal government job with $1.11 in my account crying. Not wanting to be there. Y'all talking about that's going to be the job that's going to always be there. Girl, they was shutting down. It was ghetto. Very ghetto. Okay? So he done went to Arizona. And he done, now one thing about it, like I said, I don't know how many of these blue, white, and red suit combos he got. But he looked like he belongs on the presidency. This is giving America. Red, white, and blue. Because she do always want to wear some black. Girl, because I'm like, let me look at the other thumbnail, because I'm like, she do always want to wear some black, don't her? Because he stay in a good red, white, and blue. He stay in a good red, white, and blue. That's why I say he look like he should be the president. He's a businessman. He's an American businessman at that too, because yeah, he cut up and act up just like America does. So that's just how America is. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm like, oh my goodness. And this is from Forbes. Like they said, Forbes breaking news. Shout out to Forbes for giving us this information because, yes.
As part of our additional tax cuts, we will end all taxes on overtime.
Ooh, wee. He said, as in addition to our tax cuts, not a break, a cut. Because cut it down. Because he's able to do that because he's going to put them tariffs on them other countries, that 20% that's going to help offset. Because why? The people that got money ain't spending their money, and the people that don't have money, like they said, we can't even beg from Peter to pay Paul because Peter ain't got it. If Peter ain't got it no more, that's how you know we really going through it. You can't even beg from Peter to pay Paul no more because Paul ain't got it. Everything just too high. Now, you know when Paul tell you he ain't got it, that's when you know, oh, the recession done hit. If Paul ain't got it, because Paul was, the ATM. Paul was, Uncle Miss Scrooge. Paul had the money vault. When Paul say he ain't got it, that's time it's time to slide down the wall, y'all. And Paul said he ain't got it. And we've been sliding down the wall. And Donnie trying to bring us back to life, back to reality. I can appreciate that. I need all of that. When I tell y'all, I need all of that. I really need all of that. Like, Donnie, I'm here for that. I'm a big fan of that. That man, look at the way he said, no tax on overtime. Again, we could use it. That is, like somebody said in the comments, that is life-changing. Because, again, I was already working a part-time and a full-time job and one job and still had no money for real. Like, still wasn't even bringing in $4,000 a month. Because I wasn't even bringing home $2,000 a paycheck working overtime, working at a federal government job. Unacceptable.
You know what that means?
Shoot, y'all. I done messed up. My bad. Hold on.
Today.
Look, because my boy said, do you know what that means? Yeah, we know what that means. Because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get back to, do you know what that means? Yes, we know.
Overtime. You know what that means?
Yes, we know exactly what that means. Vote for Donnie. I'm like, we know exactly what that means. See, they be cheering for her, talking about, we need to have another debate. Woo! You hopes and dreams at loonies. No. That, like she's talking about, we need to have another debate. It should have been, It should have been crickets. The cicadas should have been making more noises than people. So see the cicadas, whatever them things is, the bugs that be making noise outside. But when that's what you cheer for, no tax or overtime. Woo! Baby, that's when you run to the ballots. Amen, amen, amen. And people gonna hate on him because they really just don't want him to win. Because you know what? You know what I realized? People that can't be themselves don't like Donald Trump. People that have a hard time being themselves gonna like that woman. Cause she don't even know who she is. Like Donnie said, I just found out she was black. Cause when she started saying she was black, cause wasn't she Indian descent something prior to this? Now she's calling herself black. I didn't know that. Like I said, I know Donnie been Mr. Trump for as long as he been in the rap songs. That's why I'm like, we not gonna act like Donnie was not a part of the black culture growing up. Like Nene said, I'm cashing a Trump check. We not going, because he's been around that long. We not gonna act like Donnie not that guy. We not gonna act like that. And that's what I said. But you see, he ain't even have to go. He ain't even have to go to nobody and ask them for no endorsements. Cause he know he's standing on his own. Cause he also knows, you know, people gon', like he said, them people that be talking about me, they be disgruntled employees. They got fired. You know, you know, I'm with my boy. Especially that, because again, she leave the day after that rally talking about we need another debate. He leave the day after that rally talking about I propose no tax on overtime, on tips. This nigga had it made. So, girl, that's why I'm like, girl, again, you don't have no plan. Like he said, your plan is Biden's plan that he passed down to you and that you're going to implement. You don't even have your own plan. You have a plan that was passed down to somebody else. This man not trying to debate you because, girl, he already got that stuff set up. Babe, babe, this done been set up. Babe, he booked and busy. He don't got time to come back and run after you, babe. Because you need people to support you. He got his policy supporting him. And I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. Look, you ain't even got to talk. They cheering so long. He waiting for them to simmer down. So he can tell us the rest. He like, he looking at them like, y'all, and it gets better. Cause like she's not doing. I'm telling y'all better not get up there and vote for her. I'm telling y'all better not. Cause y'all know I'm somebody that just wants to sit out and give y'all the information. Cause if I go and vote, I'm voting for him. So don't make me have to go get up and go vote for him. But what I'm saying is y'all better not vote for her. And if I gotta stand up and go vote for my guy, cause this is what I'm trying to hear, and I don't care what nobody got to say about it.
That gives people more of an incentive to work.
It does. It does. Mm-hmm. Like somebody said, they would run to overtime instead of avoiding it if it was not taxed. Because, yeah, now I am, especially if I was working at a job, and now that I know I still wasn't even making $4,000, the same $4,000 that they said Americans need to live, knowing that I wasn't making that, and that's just to live to pay bills. So that means if you want to have fun, you need at least $6,000 a year. So you really got to be making for real $100,000 as a single individual, basically. Like, cause I'm like, cause it's still gonna have to be some taxes on it. So that's why I'm just like, it's a lot. It's too much. It's too much. Because a single individual should be able to live off $30,000-$40,000. It's as simple as that. A single individual should be able to live off $30,000-$40,000 so that the family, a husband and a wife, can live off, a good $60,000 so that a family of a mother, a father, a child should be able to live comfortably off $100,000. But the fact that, and that's something that a family of at least three, a mama, a daddy, and at least one kid should be able to live off of. Because y'all know it's just me and a single, I'm just a single kid. I'm the only child. So it was just, my mom, her husband, and myself. So that's just what it was. And $100,000 should be able to comfortably take care of that. But the fact that we're now needing $100,000 just for a single individual is astronomical, because again, I was at a job making $50,000 on paper, but again, I'm being taxed at 50% because I'm making $50,000 on paper. So I'm only bringing in 25. I still owe taxes. I'm still at my mom's house. I'm still, not reaching a spot of financial security. And I've been alive 3 decades. It's not okay. It's not okay. And that's why I'm like, she's still giving out hopes, dreams, and aspirations. And Like, and now it's given to be a fan of Drake is to be a fan of Kamala. To be a fan of Kendrick is to be a fan of Donnie. Because they both Geminis. Kendrick and Donnie both Geminis. What the hell is Kamala? A Pisces? Because if she a Pisces, that's why she lies so bad. Can't help it. It's just who she is. Child, my computer don't even... I ain't gonna do her like that. But boom. Oh, she a Libra. That kind of threw me off. She a Libra? You don't be getting enough justice to be a Libra, baby. Girl, you suck at getting... Girl, you a Libra? With a Scorpio cusp. This hoe was born in 64. She almost 60 years old. I mean, I guess she looked good. Hold on, because when was this picture taken? Because that's why I'm like, the little gobble under her neck lets it be known that she has been alive a couple of years. But she about 60? Because I'm like, okay, girl. Or did she have some face smoothing done? I don't know. Because I'm like, in this picture, she looked like she always had that gobble. I hate to say it like that, but I don't know. I'm just like, excess skin. Like, she looked like she was somebody that was bigger and then, like, lost a lot of weight and then has, like, skin. I'm just saying that piece of skin looks like... But she didn't always had this hair because, like I said, if I find out it's a piece, I'm going to be upset. But she didn't always had this hair pressed, honey. She didn't always had this hair pressed down. Who is this? Child, is that Joe and his wife? Child, they look uncomfortable. Is that us, child? Again, she always... Okay, child. Okay, she got on blue here. She got on white there. Okay. She have on her little different pieces. I do like this. I like this look a lot. Okay, girl. The purple is cute. Little royalty. Okay. I'm like, and I really love this blue right here. I wonder if she knew what the background was going to be. Because I'm like, this blue right here, I'm a big fan of. And this little taupe right here. Girl, I don't know if she's trying to be aesthetically pleasing with everything. But I'm just like, yeah, this little... Because this little picture right here would be my picture that I have up. Child, I would have made sure I had my poses together. See? I'm worried about the wrong thing. Okay, y'all, because I'm like, let's get back to the breaking news. Because I'm just like, child, yeah, she's 60. Okay. She's 60. But she'll be 60 this year. She'll be 60, child, next month.
It gives the companies a lot. It's a lot easier to get the people. And, you know, I went to some economists, great ones, and I said, what do you think? They said, it would be unbelievable. You'll get a whole new workforce by doing that. No.
I do agree. And you see what he said? He said, I went to, because I believe him. He loves a good fact. He loves a good resource, a good reference. Just like he said. He went to the terrorists. He can go to the Taliban. I'm going to ask them, why would I stop and talk to the president? He's not doing nothing to the people. This man goes directly to the source. And that's something I can definitely appreciate. That's something I can definitely appreciate. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just telling y'all. I definitely appreciate that.
Taxes on overtime.
Again, he done told them no taxes on overtime. Man, like he said, I would definitely create a brand new workforce. I'm like, I mean, these people would definitely have to have the money to pay these people. I mean, I guess they do, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm a fan of that. That's what the people want to see. That's what the people are here for. The people, including myself.
The people who work overtime are among the hardest working citizens
I'm just trying to say it.
in our country.
Okay, because I work overtime at every job that I had to still not be at a point of financial security. Maybe. I'm not even going to say maybe my spending habits are horrible, because what's horrible is the economy. And you always need a little retail therapy, a little outlet, a little breaky break. Like, it's just a lot going on. Because I'm just like, again, I still wasn't even making enough to pay bills. But I'm like, everybody expects, like, when you have money to just save your money. But it's like, you still have to live. You still have to eat. You still have necessities. And mind you, you can, like, penny pinch on these things. But the more you penny pinch, especially when you come to your health, that's not good. So, like, for real, like, when you are in a bind and you don't have money, people don't want to see you eating good and eating steak and stuff like that. Because it's like, you're supposed to be broke. And it's like, so I'm supposed to be hungry too. Like, I can't even have a decent meal. Like, okay, maybe not even steak, but let's just say you even, I don't know. But yeah, let's just say steak, because why do you get to dictate, what people do with their money? Because that's something that someone had to tell me when I was going through, a really hard financial struggle, a really hardship, and I just wasn't even eating. I was losing weight, like they could tell, and it was just like, I'm going to take you out to eat. And I was just really thankful. It was just Buffalo Wild Wings, but I was thankful for that Buffalo Wild Wings, because I'm just like, I'm not eating. And, he was just like, that's not okay to not eat. Like, even if you don't have money, the one thing that you should be doing is eating, because you still have to survive. You still have to have fuel. You still have to have energy. You still have to have good stuff within your body. And like, meat is protein. Like, even if it's not meat, even if it's just a good salad. Like, again, when you are in a bind, especially financially, people want to see you eating noodles, canned soup, Dollar Foods, Dollar General Foods, and then they talk about you real bad when you do that. Especially me. Because why you always eating a spicy noodle bowl? Because, babe, all I got is $2 for a meal today. And this spicy noodle bowl is $2 no tax. $2 even. Yeah, not even the 7 cents. It's $2 even. All I got is $2 to spend to stay on snacks. I might get freaking 4 bags of chips for $2. Like, people expect you to really be down bad, and it should definitely not be that way. So with him proposing that people actually get their money and making, again, businesses pay what they should, or not even just businesses, but these foreign places pick up that slack so that he can cut stuff down for us. That's what I need in my life. Not just want to see, but that's what I need in my life. Because these days are getting harder. And it should not be that way, especially when it comes to these rules that they make and they could change. Just like Donnie told her, you keep talking about what you will do like y'all haven't been in office all this time and y'all could already do it. Y'all don't have to have bills. You're in office. And like he says, he's talking from a place of knowing. He's been the president. You don't have to have no bill. You could do everything that you saying that you will do, but y'all haven't done it. So why should we believe you? And he makes a very valid point, okay? A very valid point. Because that is the case. If the former president is saying you don't even have to pass a bill, you could just do it because you're quote unquote boss. Like he said, we can't even call him a boss because he's probably somewhere on the beach and we got a president that don't even know he's alive. So your boss could really just do this, but your boss is not doing it. And like he said, you could just tell him, hey, wake up at 4 o'clock. Let's go down here and let's do XYZ. He doesn't do it. We don't even know where this man is. He wasn't even at her presidential debate against him. And he's supposed to be the president. He was not her not even financial. He was not her support system, anything like that. Like, voting for that woman is insane, okay? Especially because, like I said, she wanna vote for, make him debate her again. Girl, he on to the bigger and better. You have people in your background. This man got words that we want to see. Make housing affordable again. No tax on tips. That's what it say. Text Trump to 88022. He's out here doing what we want to see. All you got is people cheering for you in the background. The people that are cheering for him, they could even be fake, but who cares? Because we can't see him. But what he's saying is what we want to hear. All that hopes, dreams, aspirations, we needed to debate again. Why do you think that's what the people are here for? And why do y'all think that he is such a vile individual? Because of what people are saying about him? You know what them people said about Jesus? Not that he's anything like Jesus. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, people lie. And just even getting back into the Bible verse of the day, again, God is for those who, he is not for those who think they are righteous. He is for those who know that they are sinners. Like Donnie said, y'all know what y'all getting when y'all dealing with me. This the serpent that y'all, again, I don't know this woman. I've been alive at least 3 decades, and I know who my good boy Donnie is. And he ain't never put nobody in jail. I done seen him getting plenty of jobs to people, whether it was in the Trump Towers, whether it was in The Apprentice, whether it was in whatever it was. That's why, again, nobody's gonna never make me not like even if you want to grab her by the girl, whatever. Do y'all know what I say about men? I get on here and cuss y'all out all the time. What are we talking about here? I get on here and can't live with them, can't live without them. Y'all get on my nerves all the time, but I love y'all, especially black men, okay? Get on my nerves, but I'm just saying. And that's why people have, a healthy fear of me. Stop playing. And like that's probably why people have a healthy fear of him too. Because like he said, pay up. This is Donnie Pay Up Trump. That's what he said. Then people did what I said because I said you pay up or I'm not doing it. He's a businessman. And a man, no, this man is not playing. He's been conducting business for a long time. A long time. All she want to do is look into his past, bring up her past, have a fake vision for the future. Again, like he said, it's not going to happen. Because if it was going to happen, it would be done right now. You already in office and it hasn't been done. We can't even find the president. Is he still alive and kicking? Because he can barely freaking kick.
And for too long, no one in Washington has been looking out for them.
Amen. Like he said, the people that work overtime, i.e. me, are the hardest working people in America, and nobody has ever looked out for us. And when Donnie was in office, Donnie was trying. But like we said, the pandemic really messed him up for, because he came in 2017. And then, 20, the pandemic was starting. So, and then at the tail end of 2019, people were starting to get sick because I knew people that were getting these respiratory infections and they were prescribing them lean and all this kind of stuff. It was starting at the tail end. That's why it's called COVID-19. Exactly. They better stop. I'm just saying that's my opinion. YouTube. I'm just saying because I'm just saying my opinion on my platform and what makes sense to me. Because they say it's not called C19 because of the year. But does that not make sense? Because like I said, there were people that were literally getting, like my mom, my friends were getting prescribed lean, like I said, because they were diagnosed or whatever the case may be, whatever it's called, with respiratory infections. And then that's what, the big pandemic ended up being about. So yeah, it started really in 19 and he was having to deal with that. So it's just like, man, this man is not as horrible as people try to make him be. He's not to be played with. He's not to be fucked with. He is Donnie Pay Up Trump, and we can appreciate that because Pay Up Trump is trying to make other people pay money that they've never had to pay so that we could pay less. Because again, and he's not even trying to make the billionaires here pay for it. It's the ones out the country. The ones, like he said, I work with China. I work with, wherever else in the world. Like, babe, you work with criminals. That's what he's trying to say. That's what Donnie told her basically. You work with criminals. I work with businessmen. And I want to work with the man that work with businessmen, not the woman that work with criminals. Cause I'm not a criminal, so babe, I'm not your kind.
The people, they really work.
I'm a businesswoman, okay? I'm with the businessman. Like, I'm here for this money. Look, no, girl. Y'all better not be voting for Miss Ho's dreams and aspirations. I'm just telling y'all that now.
Police officers, nurses, factory workers, construction workers, truck drivers, and machine operators. It's time for the working man and woman to finally catch a break, and that's what we're doing because this is a good one.
Okay. So that was a lot of people that he put in there. That was a lot of people. Even though, you know what? And I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said all of those people. Because those are the jobs that no one ever wants to take. Mind you, those people do get paid a decent amount of money. I would say a pretty good amount of money. But they are undervalued. Again, that's why I'm like, I wish trade and even we'll say the military was promoted as much as college was promoted in the quote unquote American dream of things. Because those jobs, he calls out those jobs because as a businessman, he deals with factories, he deals with warehouses, he deals with forklift drivers, he deals with, machinery and everything else that the people that he's talking about, the people that she would never even think of. But these are the people that he's dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Like we said, she deals with criminals. He deals with not only millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, whatever the case may be, but also the working people on a day-to-day. Because it's nothing for Donnie. Because even though he has money, he knows that he's a businessman, but he still has that relatability. Like he said, where I go directly to the source and ask them, what do they need? As a business owner, how do y'all think it would affect the economy, help your business if I said there's no tax on tips? They saying that would give us more jobs, that will help the economy, that will shake things up. He went to them specifically before he even said it. Do y'all, because in his mind, he's like, I know this is a good idea. I'm going to present it to them, see what they have to say about it, and they're agreeing with him. Just like I am, and I hope you are, because that's what makes sense. This is what we want to see, especially if you're somebody that started working as a teenager. Like I got my first job when I was like 15, 16 years old. You get those little serving jobs, especially if you are a server on the weekends and stuff like that, getting tips, and there's no tax on tips. That will really set even the children up for the future, because the children aren't working overtime, but they are in positions where they are getting tips, where they're working in restaurants and, whether they're serving, busboying, whatever the case may be, but they're in a position to get tips. That even sets them up for their future. Him coming to stimulate the economy all the way around. That's why I'm like, even teenagers would benefit from this. And then the no tax on overtime, that's where the adults benefit. Make a housing affordable again. That's where everybody benefits, because then everybody has a nice balance of where they can enjoy going to work because you're actually getting paid. You can live that, it's more enjoyable to go to a job where you're actually living a life that you enjoy versus you having to get up, go to a job. It's making your life even more miserable, and especially a job that costs you more money to be there. Like I said, when I worked for the feds, I had to go downtown to work. Going downtown to work means I have to pay to park to go to work. You're taking more money from me that I already don't have. And don't get a ticket because you can't afford to pay for parking, but you got to come to work. Now you done had to pay a $25 city ticket because you didn't have the $12 to park for the 8 hours that you have to be at this job. It's not okay. It's not okay. It really diminishes the quality of life, not just our economic status, but just as people, it diminishes our quality of living. It does not make it fun. It does not make it bearable. It does not make it... Y'all know I was falling out the other day. It was just like, this is too much for me. Like, they got to cut us some slack. We need a healthy work-life balance. And I really need them to make life like teachers. All of us need a spring break. All of us need a Christmas break. Change the policies to where that's just what work is. No, all of us need a spring break, a Christmas break, and to the point where they either tell us you get paid what you get paid for working, or you get paid what you get paid throughout the year, which means you may make less, so that way when spring break comes, you still have a check coming in, or you get paid all of this money now and you just need to manage it for when the spring break comes. But again, all of us need to be living like teachers. I'm telling y'all, KD for Congress, because I can't keep living like this. I'm like, I can't keep living like this. I will change the rules and make it make sense for each and every one of us, because will we not want a Christmas break? A spring break? What else do they get? A summer break. Don't forget the summer break. That's the biggest one. Right. The summer break, the spring break, the Christmas break. Them teachers get a break. No one else gets a break. No one else gets a break. Even if we could go to having siestas like they do in Spain and stuff like that, where you work from the first half of the day, then you shut down for like 5 hours to clean, to rest, to handle your personal affairs, whatever the case may be, and then you come back for the rest of the day. I could even deal with that. Like they say, you get a choice. You could work year round if you want to, and if you want to do that, you crazy. You could work a siesta. Like, they need to start offering up siesta positions, siesta contracts. They need to start offering up like I said, teacher type contracts. Like I said, where we got 3 options right there. Like I said, well, technically 4. You can work around the year if you want to, as we've been doing. You can drive yourself crazy if that's what you feel like. You can work like a teacher and get paid in full for the time that you work during the year. Or you can work like a teacher and get paid less throughout the school year, so that way when you have these breaks, you still have a paycheck coming in. Or what was our last option? siestas. We got 4 options because we're not giving enough options. And options would make things better because it's just a lot of people telling us what to do. But it's supposed to be a democracy, right? Because I feel like now at this point, a democracy would offer options. Because at this point, we really just have to do what y'all say. And it has not worked out for any of us. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just saying, like, I would just say for the vast majority. That's just what I'm saying.
And I think it's going to be great for the country. So that's why we will be saying that if you're an overtime worker when you're past 40 hours a week, think of that. Your overtime hours will be tax-free. Okay? Good.
Yes. Okay, that's good. Because, again, I was working 40 hours and I was working overtime an additional 20 hours. Literally posting it on my Instagram stories like, y'all, I did it. I did it. Some weeks I'll be like, y'all, I only got to 56. And me getting 56 or 58 hours would really piss me off because I really needed the money that bad. Again, I'm working at a federal government job to where I'm working a full-time job already. And I'm working overtime an additional 20 hours because I need the money. And again, I still did not reach a point of financial stability. I still had times where I had $1.11 in my account. I still had plenty of times where I had to ask people to borrow money until I got paid. I even had times where I asked my manager. I would tell her, I'm not coming into this office because I can't afford to pay for parking until we get paid again. And my manager will have to give me the money. And I would pay her back when I got paid. But I've done that at every job that I've been at. If I can't afford to be here, y'all gonna have to pay for it or I'm not coming. I made that decision a long time ago. That's why I'm not afraid to tell my managers I'm not coming. Because my first manager that I did it to was the one that gave me the money. And all of them started doing it after that. Because I'm a hard-working employee. They want me to sit there and come do that job. Now, everybody can't do that. But like he said, because like I said, I was already working 40 hours and putting in an extra 20 and crying when I didn't get them extra 20 hours. If my time clock didn't say 60 hours a week, I was in tears. Really like beating myself up. Tired, stressed, depressed, broke, and still beat myself up because I did not have, again, I still wasn't even bringing in $4,000 a month. Even in overtime, still wasn't even bringing $2,000 a month. Working for the federal government and still trying to reach financial security did not get me there. And that's why I said, and I would ask my work colleagues, especially the men that I knew that were fathers, that were husbands, are y'all really bringing in $1,208 on a standard paycheck like I am? Yeah, I am. So how y'all living? Because y'all are husbands. Y'all are fathers. I'm just a 32-year-old single female with no children, and this is not cutting it for me. And like I said, I worked at a federal government job. Honestly, I work for all right, y'all. All right, so me working for that particular branch of the government, I had somebody that told me they went to the head and told them that they were working under the table. And y'all, we work for the you told the that you are making money under the table. Y'all, they didn't care. One, because they wasn't going to give him no money. And that was just the bottom line. It was just like, what we giving you is what we giving you, and you better deal with it. Like, and I was just like, you told them that? He was like, yes. And I was just like, that is incredible to me. I was just like, and that's how I knew that it was a lot that was very not right. That's just the way I'll put it. Because I want to say hellish, but I feel like it should be another word for it. But it was just not right the way that, again, somewhere federal government was not giving me enough money. But again, like I told y'all, I can go be a server and make $4,000 a month for sure. I could be a server and make $4,000 a month for sure. One, because them cash tips, I ain't gonna, okay, that was my, okay, because let me tell you something. One thing about it, one thing that somebody taught me, if it's a gift, it's not taxable. So they would give me gifts, okay? They wouldn't give me a tip. So the only thing that I was giving them as a tip was the stuff that was on the card. But if I got it in cash, it was a gift. So I was bringing in a good $4,000 a month with my gifts, my tips, and that standard server wage, even though I was working my ass off. But I was making the $4,000 a month, and that was working part-time. But everybody and my mama and they mama was telling me that I needed to find somewhere that was like the federal job that I ended up leaving, that I ended up leaving this year. But I left that job at serving to get that federal job because I had turned 30 and everybody was making me feel like I had to have a salary, and I went and got that $50,000 salary. And from then I just started owing so much in taxes that I could not keep up. Why? Because again, I'm making $50,000 on paper, but as a single individual, me making $50,000, they feel like that's making too much as a single individual, so I'm being taxed at 50%. I'm only bringing in, again, I told y'all, I'm bringing in $1,208 in a standard paycheck. Even in overtime, I was getting to $1,800. Okay, still not even bringing in $2,000 on a paycheck. Still getting taxed at 50%. Getting basically $20,000, a year at this job, struggling. But because on paper, on them W-2s, it's making $50,000. Like, it was not good. It was gross. Like they said, that gross salary is gross. How much y'all telling me that I made that I did not get to earn, or that I earned but I did not get to get. It's really gross. Cause the net, the net really, really, really got under my skin. And like I said, being taxed at 50% and then having to owe taxes after that just crushed me. Cause I have. Or, I'm like, how you, is it government assisted health insurance? Because that's the only thing they gave me was that Obamacare health insurance, because they never helped me out with no food stamps. They never helped me out with no disability when I was in the hospital. Everything that I applied for, they did not give me. The only thing they gave me was insurance, and that's probably because you had to pay some insurance. Because everything else that you don't got to pay for to get from the government, they didn't want to give me.
You're going to have it. And unlike Biden, where he tells you that you don't have to pay your school tuition, and he gets rejected, then he goes again and again. Now it's totally gone, or as they say in politics, it's debunked. It's gone. That was terrible. He kept saying to these students, no more loans, no more loans.
Because what you about to say, Donnie? Because if you say it, you better stand on business about it. If you say it, you better stand on business about it. If you're going to do something about them loans, because they've been waiting on that. So don't play with them people. Don't play, because Donnie.
Which was very unfair to the millions of people that actually paid off their loans over the years. Some of them took 20 years to pay them off, But that's a dead deal. That's totally dead. They tried to revive it 2 weeks ago. That didn't work out too well. That's a totally dead deal.
They did. They tried to revive it 2 weeks ago, you say? 2 weeks ago, you say? And they're still not getting it. We love when he brings us the piping hot tea. Good job, Donnie, because 2 weeks ago. Really?
But these will be 3 things that will get done. So if you think about no tax on tips, think of that. Think about this and the Social Security for our seniors. Because the seniors have been destroyed by inflation. It's unfair.
Did he say ending Social Security for seniors? Because let's go back. Or did he say and the? Because hold on.
Think about this and the Social Security for our seniors.
Okay, maybe he said and. Because I'm like, no, but he didn't say ending, because Donnie.
Seniors have been destroyed by inflation. It's unfair. And this is like a whole new life for them, because you're talking about a lot of money. So no tax on Social Security for a great senior.
Oh. No Social Security tax. No tax on Social Security, Donnie. I mean, from big to now, that's how you help people. Because first of all, they barely getting anything for their Social Security. So to tax it is crazy. Then people get like $1,000. I mean, let's look up. Okay. What is the average Social Security check amount? Exactly. The average check is, it says $1,776. But, okay, so as of July 2024, the average check is $1,782. I mean, that's good. But is that before or after taxes? Because I'm like, I see something that says, right, but the amount can differ drastically depending on the type of recipient. Exactly. Because if you was not somebody that worked at a job that was bringing in an income to give you this, you wasn't getting that. So the people that work, let's just say like at a I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm like, I don't even know, child. What do old people do when they retire? Like as the low paying jobs and retire from that. But like I said, they be making like $700. Okay, so the remainder of this category goes to spouses and minor children. Like it says, it varies drastically. It does vary drastically. It definitely does when it comes to that Social Security.
And this last one is no tax. You work your ass off, no tax on overtime. And that's so good for the employer.
He's saying that's so good for the employer. See, he's helping the employee. He helping the employer. He's not talking about hopes and dreams. Girl, you're not with this man. Girl, you may as well sit down. Go find Joe on the beach. Because you're not with Donnie. That's my language. That really would make me, even though I'm a serial entrepreneur, doing right by the people would make me want to be like, the old people that go and get part-time positions. Because like I said, I'm a great employee. I want to be an even better boss. But I'm a hard worker. I love to work. Okay, that's why y'all see me here a lot. I want to stay in the algorithm, honey. I don't have no problem putting in work, baby. We was on live for 6 hours yesterday and came back. Child, if the storm didn't knock out the internet for a little bit, and yeah, I wasn't gonna come back on live because I was like, child, we do this every day anyway. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, and here I am today, exactly like we do. Thank the God above for letting us be here. God is great. We thank him for this day. Happy Friday the 13th. Amen. But yeah, this man is really putting on a wonderful show. Like, I don't see how people could really be against him. I don't get it. But I'm a different type of individual, so I guess it ain't for everybody. Those that get it. Like I said, it's definitely giving Kendrick and Drake to me. And I feel like he's Kendrick. Like I said, he's a Gemini. Kendrick is a Gemini. And then yeah, Drake got Kamala over there.
One of our economists said, I think that's actually going to bring money into our economy. When I cut taxes, we had the largest tax cut in history. And when I cut taxes with a much lower rate the following year, we took in more money than we ever took in with a much higher rate.
See? Look at him. Look at him.
The jobs, people work by a lot.
My dog say by a lot. Because I'm like, what are we getting into? Oh, child, we don't need to see this Miss Tyra Banks. Because yeah, just going into the watch later. So that is pretty much as far as what I have for as far as what I've seen as far as breaking news in politics. Have you all seen anything? How are you all feeling? Are you all ready to vote? Have you all registered to vote? I'm like, what is it called? Registered. But now I do just want to read some comments because I do feel like the comments are the best part. And I kind of do agree with this now that I think about it, because I have gotten to a point, or I did get to a point where, yeah, it was just like over time, there's no point in me doing it. I got to the point, especially at that last job for the IRS, where I would just start passing it up. And it was a point where I wouldn't pass it up. Like, even my manager would be like, you gonna max out overtime every time. And she would sign off on it every time because they knew I was going to do my job. Like, almost that's the plan by design. But I could deal with that. Right, it's smart. I could deal with that. It's beneficial. Talking about this is literally good for everyone, though. Employees get more people willing to work. Or, no, they meant employers. Hold on. Employees get more people willing to work overtime, and employers get paid more. No, they what? And employers get paid more for it without costing the employee. Babe, do you know the difference? Because I feel like you said it's completely backwards. It should say employers get more people willing to work overtime, and employees get paid more for it without costing the employer. Like the fact that it's just so backwards is crazy. But yeah, I agree. Talking about that's kind of the point of announcing it as your intentions. Oh my goodness. It's like hard work should be rewarded, not penalized. Exactly. Because it's like you got penalized the more you work. And that just was not smart. Like it was stupid. But at least, and that's why I'm like, people act like that man don't have any sense. But the laws that are in place now don't make sense. To even tell black people at one point in time they vote counted as 3/5 of a person. The fact that they were buying and selling black people did not make sense. It was a lot of stuff that did not make sense that happened in America that did not have to happen. And we have somebody that's coming through now and is trying to put some sense into y'all lives. And because y'all are so used to stupidity, the sense is foreign. And that's crazy, right? Because I'm glad somebody even brought that to my attention. We are now being rewarded, but y'all are so used to being penalized that when y'all see the reward, it looks strange. That's crazy because these are real life comments in the present time. That was just 16 hours ago. Well, hold on. Where was that? Jeez, I lost it. But yeah, this thread started 16 hours ago. So there's that. But it says, yes, I'm doing stuff that's not only good for the government, but good for the company and good for the employee. That's what like Donnie said. I talked to these people. I talked to the employers. I asked them how they feel about it, and they said it would change the workforce, the economy. I'm telling you, as the employee, like we in the comments saying, I would volunteer for overtime rather than avoiding it because every time I've signed up for overtime, I've been penalized. And I haven't even received the money for it for real. It was just like there was no point in me working a full-time and a part-time job in this job trying to get more money by working overtime. And I'm not really getting it. Talking about he always keeps his promises. He lived his 4 years administration and President Trump, what he says, he's honest. I mean, he pretty much has done what he said he would do, but I don't keep up with politics enough to know what he said prior, which is why I'm trying to do better and be involved in it now and be ahead of the actual, time where it's actually to go to the poll and trying to rush and figure out what everybody is standing for, what the policies are. Like, I don't want to have to, I want to be in the knowing of what it is leading up to the actual polls opening up. So it says, yes, that's the whole point, and the country will be more productive. Exactly. Somebody said, I already did. Holiday and overtime is awesome. Oh, my God. No, because seriously, working a holiday. Well, see, at my federal government job, we wasn't even working on a holiday. So there's that. So they made sure we was off because they wasn't trying to give us that holiday pay, huh? I wanted to be off anyway. I took it. Amen. So yeah. But holiday and overtime, I could just imagine how they would again penalize you by deducting all those taxes. But imagine not having your holiday and your overtime pay not taxed. That's a beautiful sight to see. That is a beautiful sight to see. Wow. Someone said, though I'm retired now, I remember making less pay per hour for that overtime. Exactly. You make like you literally get penalized. It seems to be taxed at a higher rate. Exactly. Take home pay for an hour straight time turns 20 into 10. Exactly. It's like, why am I working more to bring in less money? And that's why I said I got to the point where, like I said, I started out maxing out overtime, and then by the end of it, when I knew I was ready to leave that job and I was crying, I was passing up overtime like it was old moldy food. I did not want that. Okay. Why work for less, take home pay, and miss out on all sorts of personal functions? And I did. I missed out on so many events, birthdays. Like, I missed out on so much because I was trying to get money that I never even got. which was the craziest part. There's nothing like working 7 days a week, some of them 12s. Yes, because especially when you're working 12 hours a day, you already working 8 hours for your regular shift. Then you're working an additional 4 for overtime. I literally was working 12-hour days, okay? I'm literally thinking I'm a boss, I'm a beast, I'm all of that. Yeah, it was all fine and dandy until you get to the point where you're like, again, I'm still not even financially afloat. It was sad. It's really sad. And that's why I'm like, I can appreciate Donnie trying to come in. And like he said, baby, he don't need no pictures in the background, no people in the background like she got. All he needs is his backdrop that say no tax on overtime, make housing affordable again. He came with this man is on to bigger and better. And this is what I like to see. This is literally what I like to see from this man. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Okay? I'm here for it. And getting paid less for doing all that for the extra time you did with the straight time. Also, nothing like hearing about the antics in the poker game or golf outing. Exactly. It always seemed to be a beautiful day, too. What about laundry? I didn't have a home slave to do it. Ooh, Jesus. I noticed all the married guys. Whoa. Because, baby, he called the wife a home slave? Jesus. That man said I didn't have a home slave. Maybe because of the way you look at women. A home slave? I was almost with you until you called the wife a home slave. Like, dude, I was with everything you said. But let's see what he got to say about the men that are married. Because why don't you just get married then, Mr. Larry? Okay, so I noticed all the married guys would almost fist fight each other over who gets OT so they can avoid the wife and kids who are spending him into oblivion. Wow. Honestly, I believe it when I see it. Don't hold your breath. It sounds too good to be true. Good luck. Okay, Larry. Okay. Somebody talking about it's almost like a fair incentives matter, which is very true. It says, I've watched Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota in interviews enough to understand she speaks with the president often. So on August 4th at 9:19 a.m., I called her office in Pierre and asked a staffer if Kristi could relay this message to the president. Blue-collar workers like myself are tired of having our overtime pay reduced. Whoa, shout out to you. Let me keep reading. Cause remember even that thing that I looked at yesterday where I'm like, you can figure out how to call, like you said, your governors and stuff like that. So yeah, she asked to relay the message that blue collar workers like myself are tired of having our overtime pay reduced to regular pay or less after federal taxes are taken out by putting us in a higher tax bracket. Yes, during anything over 40 hours. And like I said, it was really really messing with me. If you run on eliminating federal tax on overtime pay, you will gain a lot of support and hopefully more votes. That's not word for word, but close. Then, not knowing if the staffer will relay the message to Governor Neum, I called Pierre again yesterday, September 11th at 10:36 a.m. and relayed the same message. Now I turn on the laptop late tonight and see this. Wow. I think Governor Neum delivered. Because I'm like that, like I told y'all, this was breaking news. Because I didn't know where that came from. It was just like, now you're giving what the people want to see. Thank you for your service, Sean Derevisky 349. Thank you. Because yes, thank you. Socialism is what it is. Okay, child, moving on. 70th hour of work. 70th hour of the work week bros dragging this half carcass of the office. At least I'm making that bread. That's not funny. Because but again, if we could finally get off of not having living be so astronomical, we wouldn't have to be zombies. No one would have to feel the need to work. But then, like he said, to see men that are actively working overtime because they want to avoid their families. I'm like, let me find out my stepdaddy be avoiding us. Let me find out this nigga could be avoiding us. Because he always playing overtime. Not at work, but elsewhere at his other people's house. Child, we not here to talk about me. We talk about here to talk about these politics. So someone said that's the point. I work tons of it, so I am for this. I love it. Someone who cares about the very hardworking man or woman. Or man or ma'am. I agree. Right. But then why did the rollback overtime pay for American workers? Why did he roll back overtime pay for American workers when he was president? I mean, he's saying the right thing now, but when he had a chance to do it, he did the exact opposite. Well, maybe he learned. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Dear God. I know that you got it. I see it in your eyes. Looking at it right there made me think about that. Yeah. But someone said that's the point. People get people to want to work. Yeah, because it's very true. A lot of, like I said, I've worked with people that would not work over freaking 15, 20 hours because it was going to mess with their government benefits. Like, no, we need to get people that want to work and make money for themselves, not money that the government is going to give them. I firmly stand and believe in that. Somebody said, right, you mean, well, hold on. Let's see what this one says. Oh, so let's talk about, because somebody replied to Larry. Okay. And said, that's not at all how taxes work. You don't get taxed for each individual hour you work, and they don't tax overtime hours at a different rate. I don't really want to explain it to you now, but you can look this information up. You don't have to think about it and try to figure it out. It works on your own. No, that's not true. It is what, like he said, like, I think you misunderstood what he was saying, because that's exactly how it works, even if you didn't understand it. Because, yeah, like I said, it definitely took me to a higher tax bracket. I was definitely baby, I done worked it and lived it, honey. So, I'm like, Larry said what he said, but Larry did say some certain parts that I did not agree with when he was talking about, child men. Look, I'm like, child men at the bottom of the day. That's what it is. So someone says, you maybe won't get penalized for showing up every day and working overtime to cover for the lazy that call in sick. Ooh. Because I was one of the people, it just got to the point where it was just like, it wasn't enough off time for me. So, yeah, I was definitely going to use my PTO, my sick time, especially when I got sick of working at that job. I was definitely going to use my sick leave. Are you crazy? Says, reduced income taxes on people who are past 40 hours on a single job isn't exactly Soviet. Income tax was unconstitutional from the start. That's true. This just provides a cutoff point. That's true. But it's not never, I'm not even going to say necessarily cutoff point, because like I said, the only reason why he's able to do this is because he gave them money that came in from somewhere else. So it's not like they just like, oh, we're not getting the money. No, America wasn't going for that. But he said, they don't have to worry about giving me the money because we can get it from these tariffs. And them tariffs going to bring in more money than we could bring in as the people anyway. Because a business makes more money than an individual. That man knows what he's doing, because just thinking out loud and getting to that moment, I'm like, yeah, that man definitely, he own it. He own it. So someone said it's the election, dude. No taxes on OTs because you won't allow any overtime and you don't pay any overtime. So there would be no tax on overtimes. Who do you think always do OTs? Okay. Why not change the minimum wage too? Now that's a very true one. We could definitely change some minimum wage. You don't seem to know who's who, which are the employees and which are the employers. That's what I said. I'm like that's exactly what I was saying, because I'm just like, I don't think that's what they meant. But then I read it the way I think they meant it, because I'm like, I don't, like, everything they said was literally backwards. But I was just like, I'm not certain. But only Trump can do this. Kamala can't top this. She's not. Because like if she tries to, like he said, I'm going to have to get her a MAGA hat, because she don't even know that she's taking my principles. Like I said, I was going to send her a hat. The next time he see her, since she want to have a debate, just give her the hat. Give her the hat, okay? Somebody said, yes, you might have to. Okay, child, whatever. Then where's the wall? Oh my God, here we go about this wall again. Talking about, what about payroll taxes? Employer payroll taxes are the taxes withheld from employees' paycheck that companies are responsible for paying to the government. Exactly. You wouldn't change, stupid. What are you saying? Payroll taxes are used to fund different programs such as Social Security, Medicare. What are you talking about? that would defund Social Security. No, it would not. This is overtime. The basic payroll will be the payroll. This is overtime. Because they need to stop being greedy. Girl, shut up. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all get real stupid. And I'm going to have to come in here and tell y'all that it's just not smart. Okay? Like, what? Talking about what about, like, first of all, we know what the payroll, it's literally said it within itself. Payroll tax. That's the people that make sure that our withholdings are withheld. And some of them don't be doing it, and that's why y'all be thinking y'all job be withheld something. Then the government be like, they ain't give us no money. Because especially I ain't gonna say especially small jobs, because sometimes it be the big jobs. Be janky, it's just sometimes the people. So now look at Access Hollywood. Talking about we in our Kamala era. Taylor Swift thing, billboards for Kamala eras up here. And again, I don't feel like you should have to have celebrity endorsement to win. Because what celebrities endorsing choice? What? Who is endorsing Trump besides Trump? Right. I'm telling you, she needs, like I said, Megan Thee Stallion for black young people. She needs Taylor Swift for white young people. She always talking about how she got 200 Republicans behind her. I ain't gonna say always, because I don't even hear from that one from her. In that debate, she talking about how she got 200 Republicans behind her. She also talking about how she got somebody else behind her. Girl, like I said, all Donnie needed was no tax on tips, make housing affordable again behind him, and a title that said no tax on overtime. That's all that man needed behind him. You got my support when you talking like that. When you talking about hopes, dreams, and we need another debate the day after, you ain't even coming as strong as he is. I think y'all are soft, slow if y'all go with that man. Go with that woman, because what? MSNBC, Harris widens her lead over Trump. That's crazy. Well, I guess we're going to have to tap into that, because that's crazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because, girl, what? I'm like, right, because we talking about no taxes on overtime. And y'all talking about her lead. Why she's in the lead and it's widening. I don't know how, because even when I did my poll on YouTube, baby, my poll on YouTube said she won. Okay, so that's why I'm like, said he won. What? The demons, because I'm just like, baby, that is not what I'm trying to say. And I'm glad God is catching me. I don't even know why it's coming out like that, because let me, sitting here trying, that is not what I'm trying to say. Because I'm really taken aback by this whole lead thing. That's what it really is. I'm just like, this right here, hold on. California sheriff exposed the VP Kamala over illegal immigrant crisis at U.S. Senate. Okay, y'all, hold on. Because we got to add this to the watch later. Even though we finna get into it now, I just don't want anything to happen. Because y'all know, like I said, the Florida weather will be weathering. It just may have to be a rainstorm out of nowhere. And then y'all can watch it too in full, because y'all know I watch to react. And if y'all just want to watch the watch later. And if you want to watch me react, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Y'all, because I really love the live chat and react at this point. Like, especially, I just love the live chat and react in general as a, like, little series that we have going. Y'all know I'm a critically acclaimed, opinionated woman. I'm a Virgo. Criticize and analyze. Entertain. Y'all know, because I am my senior superlatives of most talkative, most dramatic, biggest ego, all of that kind of stuff. It's in the yearbook. Check it, clock it. I post it. But yeah, I'm just, child, I don't even know why I still got this up, y'all. But yeah, I'm just really appreciative of the platform. I'm appreciative of the audience. I'm appreciative of the subscribers, the viewers, the like. I'm appreciative of the shares. I'm appreciative of the recommends. I'm appreciative of everything. I need to make a video. That'll be another video, because we're here to talk about the state of our lives. Okay, so I'm like, let's see. Because y'all, I just really do love the comments, because I love seeing where we are collectively and seeing where y'all's mind is at, because sheesh. I'm like, Democrats versus Republicans, middle grounds. I kind of do want to react to this because they do ask some really good questions. And right now, I'm like, I guess from now until like November, until this actually happens, like I'm going to be in my politics bag. So y'all just know that I do care about the state of our lives. So it'll be, it'll be some politicking going on for some time to come, because like I said, I want to be in the know. I want to tell y'all, I want to make sure we're all in the know and understanding. Shout out to all the new subscribers too. I see we got some new subscribers. Y'all must be some Trump supporters because we've been politicking. Because I'm just like, we haven't lost anyone. I can't say that. Thank God. Like, thank y'all. But I'm just saying, if we lose anyone, that means y'all are vile, because anything that I'm saying is breaking down that this woman is lying, especially on this man. But let's get back into the comments, because I will be here all day. We've already been here for an hour and a half. And that's why I'm like, I'm just taking this moment to really thank y'all, because I am appreciative. Y'all are really going through this transformative period of my life with me. And again, I am appreciative. I'm grateful all the time. I'm thankful, grateful, blessed. Y'all know, all the time. I'm grateful all the time. I'm pretty and whatever she say. Okay, but y'all, let's get back into it. Y'all got the trees, everything. But it's been an hour and a half. I think it's kicking in at this point. That's why I'm just sitting here like, I'm so thankful for y'all. Thank you. Let's see y'all that's tuning into the live replay, all that kind of stuff, subscribing, all that. But yeah, let's get back into the comments before we get into, I don't even it was on the watch now. I know it's on the watch now, the watch later. I guess I need to change it to watch now, child. Because I'm like, it was something that we added that we said we were going to watch. We can give it a nice little refresh and that'll tell us. There we go. Okay. So the California sheriff. I'm like, since we're here, I guess we could go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So we're going to let this ad play. Oop. Someone says someone needs to be held accountable. So what happened? Poland and Hungary have the right idea. They say their citizens come first, not our loser leaders. Because I'm like, what's going on? Oh, whoa. Wait, this is something like this? Y'all know I don't politic. That's why they talking about different. Y'all, I've never politicked. Oh, my God. We're really about to start politicking, y'all. Oh, wow. I didn't know it was going to be something like this. I've never watched these before, y'all. We really politicking. Because they was trying to make us be here forever. All right, so let's see what they got to say about Miss Girl and apparently an illegal immigrant crisis. What they about to say about this woman, girl? What they about to say about you?
With Kamala Harris as the Senator and Attorney General in California, and I can tell you that the words that she has often spoken when it comes to defunding the police and ICE kin to the KKK.
Oh, shoot, y'all. Wait a minute, my bad. Because I'm trying to pause it. Wait a minute, girl, because they telling your business. Because you always want to bring up Donnie talking about defunding the police. And that's why that man said I never said that. Oh, girl. And that was my biggest question as to why does she think that she's safe from conversations that white men are having in group chats and boardrooms and poker rooms and golf courses and backyard bars that we've never seen, underground tunnels. Girl, them people on your head, because baby, they ain't got no reason to lie on you. Oh, because baby, one thing she done lied out her mouth. She stood on her lies even when Donnie told her it was a lie, and she lying. And that's what was the part that was like the most annoying part to me, because how dare she? Oh my God, y'all, they really dropping tea again. This is breaking news in politics. Every time this is how I get on the rabbit hole, and y'all gonna go down this rabbit hole with me because this is y'all life just like it's mine. So that's why I'm like, grab your treats, grab your snacks, y'all, because this is insane. I am like, I gotta adjust, y'all. I really gotta adjust. Cause y'all, it's cold. I'm like, y'all get cozy, get ready, because what is going on here? We gotta figure it out. Let's go. Oh, we ain't even got no volume on to figure it out, because I'm like, when it was breaking news, it was breaking news. And I told God, how am I gonna come on here every day? God telling me I gotta show up live every day. Show up for y'all. Show up for us like he shows up for us. Because this is, a proclamation and declaration of God and his goodness, and, telling the truth. Giving everything that God wants us to know, putting it out there. And this is our live at stake. And that's why I'm just like, y'all, I can't believe we're in this rabbit hole of finding out. And this is from the Economic Times. Let's see what it's talking about. Because again, and I'm really up here like, God, what am I going to talk about? Like I said, even as a senior superlative, the most talkative, biggest ego, most dramatic, I'm just really like, every day, how am I going to get up here every day? And I'm really asking, like, how? I don't, child. I'm going to do it, because I'm like, I don't know. But then today, he said, yesterday we got on that politics. Now today we on some breaking news. Y'all, this is breaking news, because I know y'all don't know. I'm like, only 120,000 people have seen this. I'm like, I know y'all don't know, because, child, I'm just finding out. Like, what is going on? Jim Harris has victims of Biden-Harris border crisis testify. Y'all, I have no idea what's even going on in politics. Is this Forbes? Oh, and it's Forbes breaking news. Y'all, we got some more breaking news. I told y'all, we're going to be politicking for quite some time. That might be done either tomorrow or Monday, because when it comes to an hour-long politic video, I'm not gonna make y'all do all that today. We just trying to do some small clips, get some information in, because we just need the information. But yeah, that one, we're gonna get into all this information, because we need the politics, the information, because again, as Americans, our lives are at stake. We got to make sure that we have the right person in office as the face of our leader, because again, we know that Kamala can go to somebody and cause problems and not solutions, telling people how to defend themselves in a war instead of telling them not to have a freaking war. I don't understand that, because like Donnie said, I wouldn't have had that conversation. She had that conversation. 3 days later, there's a war. That would have happened if he was, on the line. But with this, California sheriff exposing Kamala over illegal immigrant crisis at a U.S. House hearing. So this is the House trial. That's something I got to see what's going on, because I'm not privy, but I'm about to be. So a House hearing on a Biden-Harris border crisis. Okay, and they're talking about that border crisis that we're going to get into later. It's on the Watch Later public playlist on my channel. If you'd like to go ahead and see it, it's also on the Forbes Breaking News YouTube channel if you like to see it. But regarding this Biden-Harris border crisis on September 10th, heard testimony from victims of crime stemming from illegal immigration. House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan, Republican for Ohio. I was about to say, what is our Ohio? But again, we know about politics, so we don't politic, but we going to start politicking because we old enough to politic at this point. Let's do it. So, we've been alive 3 decades, and everybody get into Congress. So I may as well just start learn out loud with y'all, because like I said, y'all gonna see me be KD to Congress. That's what I'm going for next, y'all. I just feel like that would be real cute in my title, Congresswoman Kadri. Oh my God, it has a nice ring to it. They want to make me Dr. Kadri, and I'm just like, that just does not sound fun. But Congresswoman KD, I like that. They got a nice ring to it. All right, so yeah, I'm running for Congress. Vote for me, and I'm gonna run for Congress until I win. I'm gonna keep running every time. All right, so Ohio, Republican for Ohio, highlighted the Biden-Harris administration's failure over the border crisis. Jordan added that the Biden-Harris administration let in 10 million people. So that's where Trump gets this stuff from. Again, the man deals with facts, references, and resources. Jordan, and let me make sure I'm telling, all right, I'm like, Jordan said it. And this was on the 10th. Wow. This was on the 10th when this was published. So he said this for the 10th. So, see, then that's why we got to do our research. Because, y'all, I showed y'all yesterday how they had that body cam footage of the cop and the cats. Y'all, why Facebook flagged my post talking about need to fact check this information, false, yada yada. So somebody made some AI body cam cop footage. Like, let's be so for real here. And even if they did, maybe that's what Trump saw to have had, but because I saw it too. So it looked very real. They ain't got no reason to make nothing like that up. And again, that was out before he even said something, because the body cam footage said that it was August 16th. Like, or sometime in August, if not the 16th. But yeah, he didn't make that. He just didn't make that up for that moment. And that's why we gotta, that man may be smarter than a lot of people think. And he may be, because in business, he's doing something right. Because his business is still alive, thriving, and kicking. And like he said, he's respected. He's still conducting business. So Jordan added that the Biden-Harris administration let in 10 million people. Oh, let's hold on. Jordan added that the Biden-Harris administration, quote, let in 10 million people in 3.5 years. 99 on the terrorist watch list, end quote. Wow. Kamala, how dare you sit up in that debate acting like this was not the case? How dare she? Sheriff Mike Boudreaux, we're going to try our best. It's very decorative, but as someone with a name like Hadria, we're going to do our best because we want someone to do our best with us, at least give an attempt. Of California's Tulare County, look, I'm like, just moving on, we tried, criticized the Biden-Harris administration over the illegal immigrant crisis. He highlighted VP Kamala Harris's defund police campaign during her tenure as California's Attorney General. I got to see this, because this just act like she was never on a defund the police thing. And then she tried to make it seem like Donnie was the one to do it. And y'all know he very expressive. Hold on. I need to address the claims that she has made. Exactly. And even want to sit there, what I call the Trump tax. He said it's called the Trump tariff. Get it right. If you're going to talk about him, say it right.
I can tell you that the words that she has often spoken when it comes to defunding the police and ICE kin to the KKK is demoralizing for law enforcement and those trying to protect our country.
And one thing about it, that man don't have to look at a piece of paper like this is rehearsed. That man is literally giving this off the dome. Even if it's memorized, he don't have to, he not making this up. This is just something that this man knows. I was about to say, where does it say Sheriff Boudreaux? Because I'm like, is this California? It does look like California. Child, this is in America. This is America. This is, girl, girl.
Like victims, thousands of people coming through a day where I visited and I saw people from Yemen, China, coming through. A friend of mine, Jody Jones, his brother was shot and killed at an AMPM mini-mart where an illegal immigrant who had been deported 3 times over found his way back into the United States.
What? Girl, because wait a minute. Because how do you let in 10 million? Let in 10 million people. 99 on the... How do you even find that? How do you find that? I guess like that, child. You do just like that. I'm like, for any sensitive or little ears, you Google it just like that. Wow. Okay.
Attempted a robbery and shot and killed a man. We're starting to see is an influx of Mandarin, or those from China. We're unraveling a human trafficking case of over 40 women who are involved in sexual prostitution.
So the Chinese people come in here and they're doing Chinese people? Chinese? What? But then again, now that I think about it, Slumdog Millionaire was about India. So I'm like, maybe over them foreign countries there. But I just can't picture the... Because, hold on. I'm like... Because I was just thinking, I'm like, are the geishas the whores? But no, they're not. Because I'm just like, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna open up these chips, so hold on, y'all. Because I'm like, what?
Up and down the state of California who have found their way across the border and are here illegally, and that case is ongoing.
Not only are these chips good, but a House hearing on the Biden-Harris border crisis on September 10th heard a testimony from victims of crime stemming from illegal immigration, because I guess something is happening to their family members and it's finding out by people that are illegal to America. Now, y'all, I'm about to say I did all that Justin. Misplaced my little snake, but I got it. Okay, and this is Jordan. Okay, because I could like, so Trump must be subscribed to the Economic Times. At this point, I need to know too. Y'all subscribe to the Economic Times, because we really need to know what's going on. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be politicking for a minute, because with the two people that we have at play, we got to make sure everything going to be okay. All right, so this is the House Judiciary. So this will be, oh, shoot. I mean, I really got to get into politics if I want to be. Wow. What is it? But is a chairman different from, no, I think a chairman is the same thing as a congressman. But I want my name on the little placards. Look. Maybe by the time I'm 35, because I'm only 32. So that's why I'm like, if I start getting into politics now, and I can follow it for a whole, at least a little campaign, like this one, I'm gonna have to take these 4 years to get ready. And then that way, by the time the next election come, I'm running for congressman, because me, baby, once I'm on it. Baby, I'm gonna start politicking, y'all, because I am kind of interested in this. Like, I even have a friend, I had a radio show. Oh my God, y'all, but we just on quick intermission, because we've been on live for about 2 hours already anyway. Hour 45 minutes. So I had a radio show in 2017. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to get back in my 2017 bag, because again, I made more money in 2017 than anything. That's when Trump was in president. Now that I think about it, that's when I had my radio show. Life was sweet, not just good. Life was sweet. Okay, if he could just get us back to good, I'll be great. If he get us back to great, we'll really be good. Okay, but I had my radio show. We had different segments. I was the more so the culture, the news, stuff like this. Bringing y'all like what was breaking in pop culture and stuff like that. Music, entertainment, pop culture, like I'm saying. And I had a friend that I grew up with that was a DJ, so he brought the music, like DJ, spin, mix segments, stuff like that. And then I also had another friend that we grew up with. She was into politics, and she had a podcast called Trap Politics. So she just brought, a segment of Trap Politics to our show that we collectively brought together to bring our 3 brands together. I didn't understand at that time why she was in politics. Even when she would bring up stuff, I would then spark an interest, but it never made me just be like, I need to follow up with this kind of stuff. But now, especially when it comes to like presidential elections and Congress and laws in our life, the older I get, I am extremely interested. So, again, KD for Congress. I'm like, it's as simple as that. KD for Congress, because, yeah, we can do this. And it sells failures over the border crisis. And that's what Trump is hitting her with. Stuff that's already out there, babe. He ain't got to talk about you because it's already out there. That's why she tried to spend all that time talking about him. She trying to trick y'all. I'm telling y'all. I was wondering who Jordan is that Trump was talking about. We was talking about. Now we know. There's Jordan. Oh, that's his last name. Got it.
one, the Biden-Harris administration made 3 changes that led to the unprecedented situation we've seen in our country.
Wait, on day one, they made unprecedented changes on day one. That's why I'm like, Trump didn't have to talk about her. The information was already out there. That man was right. Everything that he's saying is now coming up on my feed. Why are the people acting like he's not actually on it?
Day one, they decided no more building the wall.
Oh, no, they did decide that. No more building the wall. And that's how we did get a lot of immigration. Okay.
No more remain in Mexico while we evaluate your asylum claim. And once you get here, you will not be detained. You will be released into the country.
Now, hold on. Go back, Jordan, because I wasn't privy to this, Jordan. Give us the facts, Jordan.
No more remain in Mexico while we evaluate your asylum claim.
No more remain in Mexico while we evaluate your asylum claim. Wow. And then you just released. Are they trying to get, like, what is going on?
And once you get here, you will not be detained. You will be released into the country.
What kind of sense does that make? What kind of sense does that make? That you just release them like they free to go? Like these, like, what?
As a result of that, 10 million migrants have come into the country, 99 on the terrorist watch list. We've lost track. They've lost track. This is what happened.
No way. No way. That man said, we've lost track. They lost track. No freaking way. No freaking way. What? Y'all, it's only 50 states. That means it could be at least 2 terrorists. And like, what? Maybe more. What?
And you have an administration that doesn't care about border security, that prioritizes aliens over Americans and legal immigrants.
That's very true. They have been prioritizing aliens over, yes, citizens and legal immigrants. They definitely have. Wow.
But unfortunately, we don't. We have a Democrat presidential candidate who for years advocated for open borders. She was appointed the border czar, yet presided over the largest mass illegal immigration in U.S. history. She has called for ICE to be abolished. She has laughed off questions about border security. She has promoted amnesty. She has said that, quote, undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. Thanks to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
I'm taking it back, y'all. Jordan talking about some stuff that I just was not privy to. Take me back, Jordan.
Largest mass illegal immigration in U.S. history. She's called for ICE to be appointed Americans and legal immigrants. It's when you have an administration that doesn't care about border security, that prioritizes aliens over Americans and legal immigrants. But unfortunately, we don't. We have a Democrat presidential candidate who for years advocated for open borders.
That's very true. Has advocated for open borders because to a certain extent, I thought that was a good thing when I was younger until I got older, and I do understand why we do have borders. It is just a matter of checks and balances because you don't want to let someone like a terrorist in. I mean, again, I understand that we should be able to be free to travel, but there should be a point to where there is, you know, a border check, a stopping point. We need to make sure everything is okay before we allow you on our land to wreak havoc. Like, that's just safety. That's just being safe.
She was appointed the border czar, yet presided over the largest mass illegal immigration in U.S. history.
Because Trump definitely did refer to her as the border czar. He took this stuff. He literally came with facts, references. I mean, wow. I'm like, I just want to go back so I make sure I'm really understanding.
Open borders. She was appointed the border czar, yet presided over the largest mass illegal immigration in U.S. history.
The borders are presiding from 2000 to 2024, and everything was pretty steady up until 2020, where it quadrupled when Joe and Kamala took on the role of being the leaders. I mean, it spiked up so high. It was on the live yesterday. I had it up on the screen just like I have it today. Y'all can go back and check. I ain't got a lot of y'all. I'm just like Trump. I ain't got a lot of y'all. That's my thing. That's the thing about Trump. That's probably why I resonate with him a lot too. Just like I told y'all, even with Kane, I'll be talking to people, telling them what I've learned, what I've researched, what I've experienced, to be truthful. And they always want to tell me something that does not make sense. And it's just like, why won't you believe what I'm telling you is factual? Is because you think you better than me? Is that what it is? Y'all think y'all better than Trump? A billionaire? A business billionaire? Because you're not. Let's be so for real. Let's be so for real. I'm like, now that I think that's what it is. I think, yeah, because it's just people. And I'm not even going to say that. Maybe not even that. But it'll be times where I'll be having conversations with my brother or my dad. Or even conversations about the Bible. Stuff that we didn't have Bible studies about. And I'm like, well, the answer was literally in the Bible. You know, it said X, Y, Z. Well, I don't know if it said that, but I'm just saying. Okay, so if you don't know and I'm telling you, why won't you believe me? Like, and then I couldn't find the reference because I do so many Bible studies. I couldn't find exactly where it was. But I'm like, if you was tuned in and tapped in, you wouldn't even have that question. Because like I said, I gave you the answer. And that's just what it is. Because I don't have to lie to y'all. If I didn't have the answer, I'd tell you I don't know.
She's called for ICE to be abolished. She's laughed off questions about border security. She has promoted amnesty. She has said that, quote, undocumented immigrant is not a criminal.
She said that, and that man said, quote, undocumented immigrant is not criminal. That's all I expect is documentation and legalization. Do a little background check, okay? Because if they're not born in America, neither you don't have the background on them like you have on us, you know, that have been born in America. But do a little background on them, okay? I mean, shoot, even do some references from their family members. I'm like, I don't know. Get 10 references. Nah, because everybody don't got references, so I ain't going to do that. But, yeah. Do a little background check before you legalize, documentize. I just wanted it to rhyme. But I'm like, would it be documentate? Document. But, yeah, before you just let them in, you could literally just, like I said, background check them, work on them. Like, what's going on?
Thanks to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, we're on track to get to 12 million illegal aliens in the United States in this 4-year administration.
That's a lot. In 12 million in 4 years, girl, y'all letting in 3 million illegal immigrants a year? Girl, we don't have room for that. Girl, hold on. Is she out of her mind? Because I'm like, what? Hold on, girl. 12 million in 4 years. Oh my God.
12 million. I always tell folks, 12 million, that's the equivalent of the entire population of our state. State of Ohio, 7th largest state in the union.
He said that's the state, that's the population of the state of Ohio. Oh my God. Wow.
And that's not even counting the 1.9 million known gotaways who evaded Border Patrol or the...
He said, and that's not even including the 1.9 known. That's not even including the known 1.9 million. 1 million. No. What?
known number of gotaways who have not even been detected. American communities are left to suffer the consequences.
No, seriously. Because Because this is my thing. How do you know if somebody is well, like I said, I have come to find out from working for the government, child, that you can find out if somebody illegal if they child using their children, auntie, anybody legal information. That's one. But like it's just like we don't know who's legal because America is such a melting pot of people. But then when I see so many people that don't even speak English, that like live here, not just visiting, but like work here, live here, don't speak English, oftentimes makes me question like the legality of you being here, because it's like you don't speak English. Like, especially the ones that, no, like you don't speak a lick of English. Cause like, I'm like, what do you need? Cause I'm like, would you need like a visa or a green card? Cause how, well, I guess, cause I'm like, yeah, you either get a green card. Yeah, you get a green card. That's how you become, like, cause the green card is not just for marriage, right? Green card, okay. Officially known as a permanent resident card. Right. Also, instead of them getting like a license, the green card, known officially as a permanent resident card, is the identity document which shows that a person has permanent residency in the United States. Green card holders are formally known as lawful permanent residents. Okay. Okay. So if you don't have a green card, you're not a citizen. Because I know some people that are married to people that don't have green cards. So I'm like, I know at one point he was here for school. Maybe at this point for work. Because I'm like, Okay, so.
County in California. Chairman Jordan and Ranking Member.
Because I'm like, let's get to the talking. Because I'm ready to hear.
Chairman Jordan and Ranking Member Nadler and distinguished members of the committee. My name is Mike Boudreau. I am the sheriff of Tulare County in California. Tulare County sits in the heart of California, right in the center. We're a very large agricultural community.
Okay.
I've spent 38 years in law enforcement working in the sheriff's office and working with victims throughout my career. I am also an FBI National Academy graduate in class 251, where I have law enforcement leaders from all over the country and as well all over the world who I have connections with.
Now, I'm not saying that we don't need an introduction to Mike, because thank you for all that you do, Mike, but like, the introduction, I hate introduction, because I would never want to get up there and be like, I've done. I want to talk about what we're here to talk about, not about me.
When it comes to the dangerous and sometimes deadly impact.
See what I'm saying? He could have just started there. When it comes to the impact, exactly. All the other stuff.
What I feel is a failed Biden-Harris administration on open border policies. The impacts of illegal immigration in California, I must say that I have a front row seat. I also serve as the California State Sheriff's Association president, where I meet regularly with all other 57 sheriffs, there's 58, me being number 58, in the state of California, hearing their stories. A few examples that I would like to be able to provide today. We have a long issue of illegal immigration in California. However, over the last 3 years...
Because I was wondering where all these illegal immigrants at. So they in California. They might be in Florida too. A lot of them might be in Florida. In New York too. But now we got the sheriff of California telling us that's exactly where these illegal immigrants are. Because I'm sorry, just 12 million illegal immigrants in 4 years is too much. That's too many. And it's not that like they're legal. These are illegal immigrants. And then it's saying 99 of them were on the terrorist watch list. Like, that's not good. There's no, and then again, everybody tried to play Trump like he wasn't giving the facts. This came out on the 10th before that even happened with the debate. Everything that man said he got from facts or references. Because here we are. Again, I was wondering who Jacob is, child. We done seen Jacob. I mean, Jordan. Yeah, because he was from Ohio. Now we got the sheriff from California that's going to tell us.
The Biden-Harris administration, we have a deadly impact of violent criminals coming into our communities. We have migrant communities of farm workers who are now infiltrated and terrorized by those that they had fled other countries from, who are now in our communities terrorizing them.
Not now in their communities terrorizing them. What's up? Welcome to the live. We streaming on Twitch and YouTube. We got Twitch in the chat. I'm like, all right, hey. Because, y'all, I'm really just taking it back. I'm just like, this is a lot of immigrants. And Kamala really acted like she was not. Borders are whatever that means. But even they calling her that. So this is something that white men are calling you. That's why I said, one thing I don't understand about this woman is why she thought she was going to be privy to conversations that white men are having. You're a wannabe identifying black woman. That's the part that I would never understand about her. Why do you? Because just as a man, there are going to be conversations that you're not going to be privy to. And as white men, there are most certainly conversations that you're not going to be privy to. Again, that's why I think she's a full-time loony, because why would you even think you were safe? Why would you even think they would tell you everything like they're your friends? If anything, they are your work colleagues, and you can't even trust them all the time.
Threatening their children to be involved in drug trafficking, gun running, drug dealing, as well as gangs and sexual activity.
Wait a minute, what's going on in California? Threatening the children to be in this kind of stuff. And y'all know what's crazy? They keep talking about how all this trafficking and all this kind of stuff going. You know, it has been a lot of people that have been missing. And girl, why Miss Noble's got this picture that look like her and her cat up here? Miss Nobles. I'm like, I don't even know if y'all can see it because of the chat. But Miss Nobles, does that not? Oh, hold on, y'all. My bad. What? Oh, I got it. I can't even do it in full screen. Okay, child. So, yeah, Miss Nobles and this cat. Girl, you get to bring your own little pictures. She done decorated. I guess that go with her everywhere. Okay, girl.
Of children. I'm very involved with these migrant communities as the sheriff, and I can tell you the personal stories and impacts are heart-wrenching. Many of these communities have to do what's called paying rent. You must give money to the drug lord or the gang member or the violent criminal of those that you fled if you want to live peacefully within that migrant community.
What? Wait a minute. They bullying the residents into paying money to live peacefully? Because imagine somebody that was in a Mexican cartel escaping because Kamala just letting everybody in, and then coming to these neighborhoods and terrorizing them. Because not they bullying the people for peace. And then to be illegal at that, like you can't even call and get them arrested because they really can't even do nothing with them because they're not even legal immigrants. Because again, I don't have a problem with her letting people in. My problem is the fact that they need to be able to be legalized so that way if anything has happened, they could be punished here. We ain't got to let them go back to where they come from. Hope that the justice is... No. If they're going to come over here and do that stuff, they need to be legalized so we can hold the fire to if need be. Because that's just my biggest thing about it. Like, they could come, but they're going to abide by these rules. You ain't going to come over here and have it a free-for-all because it ain't no free-for-all for us. I mean, if it ain't for us, it for sure ain't finna be for you. Like, what is going on here, Miss Girl? She cannot be the president.
I'm very familiar with Kamala Harris as the Senator and Attorney General in California, and I can tell you that the words that she has often spoken when it comes to defunding the police and ICE kin to the KKK.
Well, I don't even know if I'm ready for what he about to say, especially if we talking about the KKK. Girl, they got stuff that they're literally quoting what you say. They just telling all your business at this point. Like it says, California Sheriff exposes. Because she went to act and seemed like Donnie was the one talking about the border, whatever she was trying to say. Because it was all BS and lies, child. Like he was trying to defund the police. And he was like, no, that was you. And she was, no, I was not. No, I was not. Now look at him. Telling on you.
Is demoralizing to law enforcement and those trying to protect our country and protect victims here in California and the United States. I have, as the president, walked the border, and over the course of the 38 years as sheriff, I have visited the border many times, and I have many friends in the Border Patrol, as well as Homeland Security, and I can tell you that they are frustrated.
Wow. You have the sheriff. You have the sheriff who has walked the border. He's friends with these people because this is their field of work. Who is saying that these people are frustrated and annoyed with what you have them doing. But you made it seem like, oh, everybody's so happy with what I'm doing. And Donnie said, no, they're not. And here is Sheriff Boudreaux of California, who again talks to the people. Because Kamala, I don't know when you talk to the people and when they talk to you. And what they're telling you and what you're hearing. Because even when Donnie telling you that you are lying, you not hearing that because you still repeating the lies that you telling that he's told you were lies.
Thousands of people coming through a day where I visited and I saw people from Yemen, China, coming through. In our town, we had a friend of mine, Jody Jones. His brother was shot and killed at an AMPM mini-mart, where an illegal immigrant who had been deported 3 times over found his way back into the United States, attempted a robbery, and shot and killed a man.
What? Attempted a robbery. So not only are you illegal, you're illegal and you're wreaking havoc. You're illegal and you're taking people's lives that are legal. So disrespectful. So disrespectful. And again, you've already been deported. What made you come back 3 times over? That's the part that's... Oh my God.
My deputies got into a pursuit and got into a violent shootout with this man.
No. No. Because y'all know, oh my God. Especially because California and Mexico are like right there. That's why he's like... Oh my God. Not a shoot. What? A shootout with an illegal immigrant is crazy. With an illegal immigrant? Where did you even get this? Where did you even get this weaponry from? Because I'm just like, you already illegal. Now you got weapons and you... Oh my God.
We have a case where that's called the Reign of Terror. I can tell you, as the Attorney General, Kamala Harris often lessened the impact of law enforcement with her quotes of defunding the police. I have story after story, but most recently what we're starting to see is an influx of Mandarin, or those from China. We're unraveling a human trafficking case of over 40 women who are involved in sexual prostitution up and down the state of California.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't know why I can't picture no Chinese people doing no arrogant prostitution. You know, I'm trying to censor it for little ears. Sensitive ears. That's what we call them. Well, they are little ears. They tiny humans, whatever. But, that is... This gets crazier the more we have to deal with this. Like, what girl? Again, I know y'all better be one for her.
Have found their way across the border and are here illegally, and that case is ongoing. We have financial crimes from Mandarin, thieves from China, who are stealing millions of dollars online from our elderly in the Central Alley.
Now, see, now that I can definitely believe. Because now I know it's, you know, it's black kids doing some scamming out here. Just simply put, that's exactly what it is. It's a lot of black kids doing, like I said, the scamming. But I can believe that it is the Mandarin Chinese that are sending out messages to people and trying to encrypt them with their whatever they do, spyware. Let's put it like that. Stealing, because I'm just like, what do we call it? Stealing of sorts. I don't even know what to call it, but I'm just like, yeah, this is, Jesus.
down the state of California. We had an illegal immigrant, El Mano Negro. He was a hired hand by the cartel, where we arrested, and finally he admitted to killing and assassinating over 25 people in our county.
Dang. In the county. And that's why I said, just imagine somebody from the cartel that is now that's an escape from the cartel or whatever, but still bad, or child sent from the cartel, who knows. And assassinated. But for what? That's what I'm saying. It's so senseless. This is
At the hands of the cartel. We just unraveled a cartel in our county, dismantling that cartel.
See what I'm saying? See, I know I ain't wrong for thinking what I be thinking. I know I ain't wrong for thinking what I be thinking. Because that's definitely the case. Like, because I'm just like if them borders just too open. Them borders just a little too open for nothing to be going on. Like, oh my God. And this is what we got to deal with.
The people in that cartel that we arrested openly admitted that within the last 3 years, it's easier now to move human beings, drugs, guns, fentanyl most specifically across the border, and that it's easier now than in the history of their cartel.
Oh, heck no, girl. That means you really the problem. Girl, she definitely the problem. Girl, it's you. It's you. If they even telling you, oh, it's so easy. Oh, that's just my accent that I think they put on. It's just so easy to move. That's my white chick's voice. That's where I got it from. Maybe that's more German, but it's just so. No, that ain't it either. But I believe they just be saying, like, it's just so easy to move these drugs in because you stupid Americans just make it so easy to. Like Donnie said, they laughing at us, and they are. Okay, because we have a worldwide audience, and y'all let us know that y'all be looking at America just like, what is going on over there?
I can tell you because of the Biden and Harris administration, law enforcement resources are quickly depleted. We have victim after victim that we see, as you'll hear today, and that these stories are not unfamiliar to law enforcement up and down the state of California.
Okay, Miss, I don't say defund the police. So why the police, especially in California, saying that it's your fault? Especially our good guy, Sheriff Mike Boudreaux. You done cut their resources. And then you lying about it. Just like they said, if she's not lying, she's not going to have anything to say. Because you lied on that debate, that camera, that TV the whole time. The whole time. Girl. Miss Girl. All right, y'all. So we're going to move into this
New
one.
polling shows Vice President Kamala Harris widening her lead against former President.
Because I'm like, I want to see this. So we'll get into this. We'll get it all queued up. I need to go. Okay, the payback speed is pretty good. And then let's get into the comments. Okay, so we got to address this because I'm like, someone said it still stuns me that so many Americans believe that someone that was given hundreds of millions of dollars for free and turned it into multiple bankruptcies is an economic genius. Talking about the guy is so dumb that he doesn't even know that 400 million is 1 million adjusted with inflation. What? Please. Oh my God. And this is why I do stuff, because I think y'all are slow. The American people pay higher prices because of tariffs, and tariffs will cost the average family $4,000 a year. Not good economics. Babe, the price now is already $4,000 a year. Are you suggesting inflation is 25%? I'm not sure that's the point you're making. Perhaps I'm missing your sarcasm. Right, because to say that this guy is so dumb, like, what are you saying? Like, that's why I'm like, I just think y'all are stupid, and y'all think y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all, I think people are stupid and they think they're not. And that's why I'm like, we have to make sure that we all publicly coming together as Americans to let the stupid, now you know when you was in class with stupid kids, okay? We all know it was just like, Buddy's not that bright. So we got to make sure that we come together collectively so that everyone is on the same page of understanding what's going on here. Because to think that this is a good woman and to write this stuff 4 hours ago, if you sat there and watched her lie on top of lie on top of lie, I mean, I just don't know what y'all think is good about somebody that needs endorsement behind policies. Again, Trump came back today talking about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. And that's what we like to hear. Happy Friday, Sharon. Sherwin. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tapping into the live, leaving some love in the chat. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all know we live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. We love when everybody's tuned in live with the vibes. But, yeah. Oh, well, maybe some of these are trolls or bots, and y'all just, we don't need to get sidetracked by any trolls or bots. Let's see. Okay. So he was given hundreds of millions of dollars. He loaned $1 million. He was loaned $1 million. Right, that's what I said. It was just $1 million, not $400 million. It amazes me that a candidate who brags about how much money they have is constantly begging for donations from his middle-class supporters. Is he? Because ain't nobody asked me for nothing. I mean, that's all I know. Thank God. I mean, shoot. I don't know. Maybe y'all are just not into business to understand. But I do want to get into this. Hopefully this will be the last video that we have on breaking news and politics for today, because the fact that they are saying that it's breaking news that Harris is widens her lead. I'm like, she has a lead in the new 2024 poll is beyond me. Like I said, even in my poll on YouTube, it was definitely, he was not losing her. Yes, sir, I am. Okay, because see, I got a new, the chat is different now. So I'm just looking at the chat because yesterday I thought everyone, when they typed, had their own color. But I see it's giving me different. Okay, I like it. I know I use my little free streaming app to hang out with y'all live and all that kind of stuff. Look, somebody said, I don't care. Talking about no tax on overtime. Somebody said, I don't care. I'm going to need y'all to care. Because I'm going to need y'all to vote for Donnie. Because no tax on overtime is amazing. But so we 50-50 on the poll for no tax on overtime. 50% say absolutely. 50% say they do not care. So there's that. But give me just a moment, y'all. I'm going to put y'all in the lobby real quick. Let y'all hang out with the tunes. I'm going to go grab the rest of my drink out the freezer. Actually, we're just going to do a little quick intermission, okay? We've been on live for 2.5 hours. So give me just like 5 minutes. Probably not even. I really only need like 2. And I'll be right back. BRB. All right, y'all. I'm back. Let's still give me just a moment. I'm gonna switch the screen in just a moment. Because I do want to share this live. So I'm like, give me just a moment to do this behind the scenes. Because it's now 1, 2, 3. Say a prayer, make a wish. It's 1, 2, 3 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, I'm like, give me just a moment, because I'm just trying to... Y'all know this my business. Y'all know I got about my faith-based, black-owned business. Okay. So, boom. I'm like, we got that done. We got some snack-a-dacks. So, let's get back-a-dack into this thing. Back-a-dack is crazy. Back-a-dack is crazy. Okay. So, like I said, shockingly enough, it's talking about how this girl widens her lead over Trump in a 2024 poll. I just genuinely do not understand how such a thing could happen. I just don't even believe that she's leading the polls. Like, I just refuse to believe that there is somebody, like, no. There's no way y'all are really out there believing that she is going to be the ideal candidate for America. She's a liar. And even the sheriff of California is coming out about Miss Liar. And that's just what she is. So, I'm like, let's see what this video is talking about.
New polling shows Vice President Kamala Harris widening her lead against former President Donald Trump. The latest Morning Consult poll taken directly after the presidential...
Pause. Because, yes, let's see it. Taken directly after the debate. Girl, because you ain't tell us there was no poll. Where was this poll at? We didn't know we were supposed to vote. Y'all only got the votes from the people that knew they were supposed to vote on this poll. Because on the poll on my YouTube channel that we did yesterday, while reacting to the debate, it was... I'm like, shoot, I ain't got a lot of y'all can see it right here. Let me find it. Because I got a poll too, baby. Stop playing with my poll. Let me go to my desktop. Screenshots. Where is that poll from yesterday? Am I going in the right direction? Probably not. It might still be on the goddamn desktop. It might not even be in this folder. But hold on, because I'm going to try to see if I can find it. Because I know I took a screenshot of the poll because I was so proud of y'all. Now, where is my poll? I'm like, it might be this one. Exactly. All right, because I'm like, I got my own poll, ma'am. I definitely got, since we talking polls. Oh, you want to talk polls? Because, baby, I got a poll for you. And the poll that I did, since you ain't tell us about your poll, the poll that I did, we got 92% for Trump, 8% for Kamala. So, I don't know what y'all got going on, but that's what we got going on over here. So, wherever this poll came from, it say among, look like 3,000 likely voters. Because I'm just like, pre-debate. And they talking about it widens. Oh, my God. Because pre-debate. Oh, because he did say it was 50-50. He definitely did say that. He definitely did say that it was 50-50. But she was just acting like she was just going to win by like so much. But I'm like, he did say it was 50-50. And it looks like it's, post-debate 45% for him. And then 50%. I don't understand that. But then I'm looking at these comments, and it must be MSNBC people that's voting for her. Because apparently I get my news from NBC. What's the difference, child? Because it still got NBC in it. Ain't that the one that we watched yesterday? It's in the watch later. Let's see. Child, yeah, see, we watched NBC South 6, South Florida. Yeah, NBC News. I don't know about this one because I'm just like, no,
Shows Harris with a 5-point lead over Trump, 50% to 45% among likely voters. Compared to the last morning consult poll taken before the debate, Harris is up 1 point versus Trump, who went down 1 point. Meanwhile, Vice President Harris raised $47 million in the first 24 hours following her Tuesday night debate against Donald Trump.
$47 million for a campaign? Because if it's not 47 million to help the people, it's 47 million to help up with her campaign. Oh, I mean, I understand it does take a lot of funding, but at the same time, I just feel like it should not take that much funding for you to win. Not 47 million, because again, all you need is some good policies. Like, what's going on here? But it should not take $47 million for you to campaign to be the president. That's not only pissing me off, but I'm just like, what? That's a lot of things.
That's the biggest haul since the vice president announced her candidacy in late July, according to a senior campaign official.
I don't know what kind of people y'all are, because for the people is crazy. For what people? She's giving y'all hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Trump said no tax on overtime. Y'all must not be middle class. These people right here must not be middle class. Because those of us that work overtime and work for tips, we looking for that no overtime. She said, I'm going to give the people hope. You don't think that we hope we can have somebody that got enough sense to lead us? We have hope. Okay? The hope is there.
The total includes funds from 600,000 individual donors.
Okay. Again, that pisses me off because, child, 47 million for a campaign. Yep, and it says Harris campaign. That is crazy to me. I just don't feel like it should take, because, girl, you already have been campaigning and you still need a 47 million. Girl, see, that's when you say, I want to help the people. I want to give the people $100 because, girl, you need to bounce back from this. And I could, we need a spa day. Give us that $100 to go eat good on you. This is not going to cut it for me. Stuff like this really bothers me. Because 47 million to campaign to be the president. Why do you need, like, again, I feel like you just need to stand on good principles. Stand on good policies. But I guess you had to pay Megan Thee Stallion to come and twerk.
It's important. The Trump campaign has not yet released it.
Guess Megan need her little 5 racks or whatever she got. And I'm so petty for talking about 5 racks.
Post-debate fundraising figures. The vice president held 2 rallies in Battleground, North Carolina yesterday. She received a raucous reception last night inside the Greensboro Coliseum complex. Take a look.
Exactly. Inside the Greensboro. She love good. Because Trump be outside. He be outside. That's what we be too. O-U-T-S-I-D-E. Huh? I'm back outside. What? Because, girl, baby, cheering for her gonna piss me off. Oh, I'm just gonna watch just seconds of her being cheered
Get
for.
a custom lip
Right.
that's true to you.
Y'all may as well play that ad because y'all know I ain't with that, nor am I with this ad either. I don't support D-Rugs.
I talked about issues that I know matter to the families. On Tuesday night, I talked about issues that I know matter to the families across America. Like,
No, she didn't put her name in red, white, and blue. The other lady said, I talked about issues that I know matter. Okay, Miss Childless Cat Lady. Did nothing she said apply to you. Because I'm like, why you up there being so happy for her? Because all she said was $6,000 for some kids. Like $50,000, $60,000 for startup businesses. And then like $50,000 or $60,000 for first-time home buyers. Girl, if you already got a house, if you ain't got no business, and you clearly don't have no children, Miss Childless Cat Lady, child, I guess she just feels some type of way because Donnie is a grabbing by the coochie. Because I'm like, Miss Childless Cat Lady, you should not be swinging that way. Girl, because that means you working. Now, well, she might be, I mean, she's single just because she a childless cat lady. But that's what the shirt say, childless cat lady. And then this, well, because why she got on these gender symbol shirts? Because why you got to have on, like, I've been a girl my whole life and ain't never had to wear no symbol. See, that's what I'm saying. Like he said, she going to bust people in. Girl, you going to get y'all better not be out there voting for this woman because y'all, she got, girl, no. You did not talk about bringing down the cost of living. You did not. We spent 6 hours dissecting everything that lady said. She did not say not one time. Again, the only thing she said, like I said, was that $6,000 for them child tax, that small business and or the homeowners. Because I don't know, because she was using them interchangeably. I don't know if it was two things or one thing, if she was messing it up. Because like Donnie said, it's not even your plan. It's Biden's plan that you're using. It ain't even your plan. Talking about he ain't got no plan. You don't have no plan. That man said no tax on tips. No tax on overtime. Make housing affordable again. You not saying that. Talking about now that's why you want to talk about let's have a rematch. No, you got up there and you lied. He corrected you. He defended himself. You got mad. And then you still going to these rallies giving these people hopes and dreams. And you lying to him again talking about I talked about issues that matter. You did not talk about lowering the cost of anything. Because even still, like we said, we done found out who Jordan is. Yeah, we done found out who Jordan is. Because Jordan said everything that Trump said about you and that border. And that's why the way he acting about that immigration. Because now that we know what we know about that immigration from the last video that we just watched, we do have a problem. There's no reason 12, again, even when he said it and we looked at the graph yesterday and there was a huge spike. There's no reason 12 million undocumented people have come into America. That's not safe. And then 99 of them are on the terrorist watch list. And we know for sure one of them has caused harm to someone that is a United States American citizen, took their life. They just dismantled a cartel in California. Girl, you can't say nothing. You're not doing nothing. Just like Trump said, baby, everything that you say that you want to do, you can do because you're in the perfect position to do it, but you're not doing it. So all this, girl, please.
Small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom.
See, it's just protecting reproductive freedoms, small business. So see, that's why I'm like, was it small businesses or was it homeowners? Like, girl, what's your topics? Let's go back. I'm gonna let her talk because I do a lot of talking. Y'all know I'm most talkative.
Bringing down the cost of living, investing in America's small businesses, protecting reproductive freedom.
She don't even know what that is, girl. But okay, child. See, she always trying to get a sympathy vote. Because why is that child just right there? Who child is this? And was she not supposed to be in school? Because was this not yesterday? Or was... what? Listen.
And keeping our nation safe and secure. But that's not what we heard from Donald Trump.
Now here she go. Ain't this supposed to be your rally? Why you gotta talk about him, girl? Just talk about you and your principles. Miss, I believe a leader doesn't have to tear anyone down to build themselves up, but that's what you do. Why do you even have to mention his name? This a sucker. Give her a lollipop. She wanna like a lollipop. That bitch a lollipop. I just really don't like her. Cause especially just knowing that she just lies after I watched that debate. Just knowing how she is a liar, pants on fire, and she lying, and just belittling people. Like, I don't like that. You always gotta bring up his past. You gotta, girl, you shouldn't have to bring up nobody past to win. That's why I said, if her past is squeaky clean like glass, girl, don't do nothing, because people gonna be waiting to talk about yours. And that's why I don't like her, because like in real life, you can't be a person like that. Why would I want to? No, because Donnie ain't saying nothing about her. He just said the facts. I ain't know she was black. Me neither, Donnie. I didn't know either. I thought she was an Indian American. I thought that's what she said. Now she says she is identifying as a black woman. So if that's what she say, well, that's what she say.
Said, you know what, I called it at the beginning of the debate. It was the same old show.
See, this is the same thing you did. I called it at the beginning of the debate. It was going to be name calling from you, because he ain't call you no names. He ain't call you not one time did he call you no names. You talking about it's going to be a lot of slurring. He ain't do no slurring. That was all you bringing up the fact that he was bankrupt. Okay, he invested and he became a billionaire. I'm like, baby, do you not know how business works? Y'all be acting like y'all don't know how business works. Like, let's be so for real. You have to invest, and them investments don't hit year 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe not even 5. But when that hit, it turned into billions. So pipe that down. You ain't even gotta go. You ain't even gotta go there with that man. You ain't even have to bring him up, because again, you talk a little bit about policies and a lot about that man.
Same old tired playbook we've heard for years, with no plan for how he would address the needs of the American people. Well, folks, look, it's time to turn the page.
She thinks she doing something when she say that, and y'all cheer, or they cheer. Wow! What the hell? Again, no tax on tips. Woo! No tax on overtime. Hey! This girl said, let's turn the page. These hoes is rowdy. Ho said, let's turn the page on all the bullshit that she didn't do. Okay, girl. And it's a little hand movement too. Like, she just thought she was doing something. Oh my God. A mess. A mess.
Greensboro, the vice president spoke to 7,500 voters at an event in Charlotte where people began gathering in line several hours before the start time. Joining us now, senior spokesperson and advisor for the Harris campaign, Adrian Elrod. And Adrian, it's good to have you back on the show. I just want to get your response to Donald Trump when he was announcing that I guess there's going to be no more debates. That was really quick. Like, woo, 2 days later, no debates, not doing it. They couldn't even wait a week to like maybe try and put some space between it. But
what's the point? Like, what's the point of the debate? How many debates do presidents have? How many debates do presidents have? Right, because I need to know, how many presidential debates are there? Okay, so let's see. During presidential election campaigns in the United States, it has become customary for the campaign to engage in one or more debates. But for that's why I'm like, what is there a need for another? I don't know when has there ever just been like, oh, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Like, for me, this was a knockout. It was KO. Again, why would I want to, again, if that was the game, babe, we just going to play at the Super Bowl, which is the polls. Because it's just like, I won the game. You did not. Or just put it like this. I won the battle. We'll see who wins the war. Like, he won. I guess that would be like the championship. I don't know sports like that. But I'm like, whatever it will be. And that's that. Like, okay, so let's see. In the history, just going into Lincoln and Douglas, because y'all know, oh child, I'm about to call him Johnny. George, George, was just the president. But the series of 7 debates, wow, in 1858 between Abraham Lincoln and Douglas for U.S. Senator were true face-to-face debates with no moderator. The candidates took in turns to open up each debate. It closed the debate with a half-hour response. Douglas was later re-elected to the U.S. Senate by the Illinois legislature. Lincoln and Douglas were both nominated for president in 1860 by the Republicans and Northern Democrats, respectively, and their earlier debates helped define their respective position in that election, but they did not meet during the 1860 presidential election. So the only debate they had was as senators, and then when they did the actual presidential election, they didn't even have to have any type of debate because it had already been had. People pretty much know their stances, and that's just how it went. Okay, so let's see. Wendell became the 20th presidential candidate to challenge his opponent to a face-to-face debate. In 1960, he challenged President Franklin D. Roosevelt, but Roosevelt refused. So you don't even have to have a debate. So the fact that he did do her some justice by giving her one debate that she lost to, like he said that even when he was there, like I said, she was not mentally stimulating. She was not saying anything worthwhile. Like he said, she's not doing a good job. He was talking about in that debate, as well as her being in her position. If he said that during the debate, then why would he want to come back? Again, because from what I saw, scrum dilly yum yum, a purr, he ate her up. Okay, his point. That's why today, or right after that debate, he knew to turn around and say no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. She's still talking about him. Is he talking about her? Or is he talking about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime? He not saying nothing about this woman. He not even addressing the fact that she wanted to re-debate him. He just worrying about making sure the people know where he's standing. All she worrying about is trying to tear him down, which is something that she swears she does not do. I don't understand how anyone could stand with this woman who is clearly a liar. She contradicts everything that she says. I believe that a leader, she really said in that debate, I believe that a leader does not have to tear anyone down to build themselves up, although that's what she did the entire time. You bringing up that man finances, you bringing up that man daddy, you bringing up that man court cases. Like he said, I'm winning them because y'all lying on me. You not addressing that. Exactly. So that's why I'm just here to let y'all know the breaking news of what's going on, because it don't seem like y'all have all the details. Nor did I. But once I get them, I'm going to give them to you, because they've been playing in my face for at least 3 decades. And that's why it's time for me to tune in and tap in so I can make sure that I know what's going on. Because now that I know what I know, that girl is a terrible liar. And she's about as bad as liar as me. Girl, you're not good at it. Just stop doing it and tell the truth, girl. If you can't, like they said, if she can't lie, she can't talk. And that's bad.
Just does not want to do it again. But I'm curious. He says he won.
Yes. What's the confusion? I'm trying to figure out where the rest of y'all feel like Kamala ate him up. Again, because them highlights really made me believe that he was really, they're eating the animals. But then when I go on Facebook, the body cam footage is them eating them animals. And then we even had Jordan. It's in the watch later on the channel. Y'all can watch it. Y'all can watch all the little presidential stuff that we done reacted to without my commentary. But everything that, like I said, even when I was watching the debate, I said that man is not speaking anything but from facts and references. Even in the parts where he was ignorant, his reference was just wrong in reference, because you can't terminate no baby after they born. Again, that's murder, Bookie. It don't work like that. And that's why I said he's completely ignorant to women. Okay, but when it comes to business and everything else, he had his thinking cap on. And we put that thinking cap on him when we watched that debate. So I'm trying to figure out where y'all confused at.
Yeah, he says he won. He says a lot of things that simply aren't true. Look, I think any person, Mika, who tuned into the debates Tuesday night, whether you are a Trump supporter, a Harris-Walz supporter, an undecided voter who tuned in to try to really understand what both candidates stand for, who they're fighting for, the choice was very clear.
Exactly. The choice was very clear. Y'all got to be slow. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Even outside of no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, that man was on it. On it. Facts and references. She was lies and manipulation. Lies and tearing that man down. Lies on top of lies. I might have to go vote. I might have to go vote for my boy, because just knowing that y'all stupid, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this.
And also, who won that debate?
And if he cut up, well, at this point, we'll just have to wait until it's done. But power to the people. The power is in the people's hands. So we get to say what they do.
It was also very clear. You saw the vice president taking a strong command on every single issue that matters to the American people.
I didn't. Donnie didn't. If you did, I wanted you to take an IQ test and tell me what it is. Because she couldn't even stand up to him. Talking about she took a strong stance. She couldn't even stand up to him. No.
From expanding reproductive freedoms to making sure that the American people have, not only just the right to get ahead, but to stay ahead.
Okay, yes, she did talk about reproductive rights. Because, again, he's absolutely clueless. Okay? He is. But because he's ignorant, Because he's ignorant. That just trumped everything else. And then he's ignorant in one particular area. Because, everything else, that man was standing on business, okay? But again, when it comes to women, that man is clueless. That's why he needs to grab him by the coochie. Because he don't really know. He don't really know.
Economically, obviously she talked about strengthening democracy and protecting democracy. So the things that matter the most to the American people, the things that matter the most to undecided voters who are deciding, still at this point who they're going to support, she made it very clear where she stands. That
I'm like, she made it very clear where she stands with hopes and dreams, and y'all okay with that? Like, seriously. Seriously. That's what she said. Hopes and dreams. And you're talking about moving America forward? Miss Turn the Page? Miss Turn the Page is trying to get y'all to even forget about the fact. Again, I've been suspicious of this woman since we did it, Joe. Okay? So every time I see her and then it's just being proven that she might not be, as good as person as people want to believe she is. Because this is my thing. Y'all would trust her over Hillary? Y'all wouldn't let Hillary be the president, but y'all want to sit up there and act like she should be the president? Insane. Y'all are mad.
Fighting for them. So I think, Donald Trump can continue to go out there and tell lies and say that he won this debate. But I think if you are the average person tuning in and watching what happened Tuesday night, it is very obvious who the vice president stands for, who she's fighting for.
And it's very obvious at who Trump is for as well. Because look at all these immigrants. Look at all these immigrants. I ain't even going to call them immigrants, but I'm just saying they don't look like Americans. Look at all these non-American people that are literally in support of people like, she just want to touch Donnie Trump. Okay? And his biggest stance is immigration. She look like they in a mariachi band. Okay? Her too. She look like she make a mean tamale. I don't even eat tamales. Her too. She look like she make the good tamale and sangria. Oh, like, do you hear me? Look at his audience. Because like I said, Kamala's audience was full of, one, a child. Also somebody that may be in the LGBTQIA. And then white women. It was a black woman there too, but the audience was, it was mostly women. I didn't see any men. That's what I was looking for. That's what I will say. But yeah, Donnie,
That in turn means that she won that debate.
So if no more
That in turn means that she wins that debate because people know where she stands. People know where he makes sense. And they get to get up here and be the news anchors, which is exactly why I come and I tell y'all what it is on my platform. Because, girl, is you goofy? The way that logic, please.
debates, because that was a real platform. I believe 70 million people tune in to watch that, and you get kind of an unvarnished look at each candidate without a lot of spin around it, just them on the stage alone. And we learned a lot in that debate, but they're not going to be anymore. So what's the strategy to get that same strong message and more, especially about reproductive freedom, to the swing states and to all the voters who...
Oh my God. So we're going to, exactly. Excuse me, y'all, because the one topic that he's ignorant on is the one topic that you want to highlight. Because you don't want to highlight the other parts where he literally trumped her. But the one part that he's ignorant on is the part that they want to highlight. The part about women's reproductive rights. But like that man said, even in his debate, get off my back about it. Now, he didn't say it like that verbatim, but I'm just breaking it down to you in my version because here we are on my channel. Y'all can go back and watch it. It's in the watch now on the playlist. And if y'all want to see the full thing, y'all can go back for my commentary for yesterday's live about our politicking. But he told them, get off my back about women's reproductive rights because it's not even federal anymore. It's in the state of the states. I don't have anything to do with it. But y'all want to sit there and highlight women's reproductive rights and his ignorance as a stance and standing point as to why Kamala is an ideal candidate? First of all, I'm going to get back to slut shaming you whores because stop being whores and stop needing abortions. Simple as that. Like they said, it will be, the not precautions, but provisions, whatever. If you have some, like for incest or, rape, we got to be sensitive for little ears on YouTube and stuff like that. But there will be, things set in place for special circumstances, put it like that. But if you out there popping your coochie and you decide that you don't want to have a baby because you thought it was so cute to get that in there, baby, you got to keep that baby. You got to keep that baby. So again, it's not really, because I'm like, it wouldn't really be a war on women's reproductive rights if women would stop being whores. That's the solution. Close your legs until you marry that man. Like, get some celibacy. Not even celibacy, because celibacy means you ain't even having sex when you marry. Get some abstinence about yourself, women. Okay? Because I hate having to be, because I'm not a part of the collective, but as a woman, unfortunately, because I'm abstinent. And that's why I be preaching it to y'all, to close your legs. Because you shouldn't need no abortion. Like, you shouldn't even be in the practice, you shouldn't even be in a business of having a procreation if that's not your man. That's going to be your man. Okay? It's as simple as that. Because it's getting out of hand. Because I'm just like, they want to sit here and act like the one part where he is just completely ignorant is the one part that made her win that debate. No. Again, all of his points were chef's kiss, scrumdiddly yum yum, a purr. But when we're talking about women, he's ignorant. Thankfully, like he said, our lives not in his hands no more. They in ours. It's the state. It's the state. So at this point, if that's what these women think, and this is the type of news that people are watching and getting their information from, this is why you got to do your own research or come back and let me tell you what's going on. Because I'm going to break it down word for word what they said.
Matters so much in this election.
Well, you just
That way you can make your opinion, from everything, not just from the news highlights.
clip of her in Greensboro, which she had, I think, well over 10,000 people at that rally. I mean, that's what she's doing. She's taking her message directly to the American people. She's traveling to battleground states. She's drawing big crowds, and she's making sure that every single people in that room, obviously local press is a big thing, a big focus of ours when we're traveling to states.
But like she said, local press, I don't believe that you should have to have these rallies for this. Now him coming back with the no tax, like that's when you can come out and have a rally. But to have a rally just to talk about the fact that you want to have another debate, for the same show to happen, because I don't think, because there are people like her in the comments and others that believe that she did a phenomenal job. And that's why it was only a few of us in that gifted class, huh?
She's getting a lot of local press, and that people understand who she's fighting for, what she stands for. The thing that I think is really important too, Mika, and we've talked about this on the show before, is when you see these big crowds at some of these events that she's doing, those crowds are then turning around. They're making small dollar donations to our campaign. You just announced that we raised...
Oh, when she said out of her, but they really are in favor of her.
$47 million from 600,000 donors in the 24 hours after the debate, which is for a substantial amount. Money. So those people are actually giving to the campaign, and they're also signing up for volunteer shifts. So when you're seeing those big crowds, those people are actually, going to work for the campaign. They're donating. They're signing up for shifts. They're phone banking. They're knocking on doors. And I think that when we talk.
Harris and Trump spark. See what I'm saying? Oh my God! And the first thing they talked about is abortion. Oh my God! See, they could have put economy, immigration, like. Because, see, even the headline is trying to feed into such BS. Like, no, the highlight is economy, not abortion. Like, come on. In the face-off of 2024 race, Harris campaign touts new donations from women as candidates talk abortion.
The infrastructure that we have in these states that we've been investing in, for a long time, well before we had the VP as our candidate, back when it was President Biden who was the candidate. We've been investing in these states. We have over 250 offices in every single battleground state combined. We have, several hundred, 2,000 or so workers in those states. So we have the infrastructure that is there to support the volunteerism, the excitement, and that's what is going to matter, Mika, when it comes to a really close election, which this election will still be very close. You just showed a poll that demonstrated that the American people overwhelmingly believe that she won that debate.
No, don't say that the American people. Girl, it was only 3,000 people that took that poll. It was only we're going to say 4, because I think it said 3,317. It was only 3,000. We'll just say 3.5 for the sake of, it was on 3.5 thousand people that took that poll. So don't say the American people, because y'all ain't ask people like me. I didn't know we was taking a poll, because I would have taken a poll. I had my own poll, and that's why I said my poll is very different from y'all's. So, again, 92% in favor of Trump. So that's why I'm like, this is just...
but we still know that this is going to be a very close race that is won on the margins in 7 battleground states. And so we have the infrastructure.
3,317, like I said. You saying the American people. You don't even know if the people was Americans. Y'all website all over the world, ain't them? Because, girl. Because I'm like, why? I just felt like it was going to be in favor of Kamala. So, Trump, do you have new supporters as your friends, or did you piss them off because you said you, Donnie, pay up Trump and you don't care what they say because they ain't got enough money like you do? I ain't even mad at my boy, child.
And to support there to channel this excitement and enthusiasm, but we still want to make it very clear it's going to be close.
Adrian, good morning. It's good to see you. One of the things you hear, I'm sure you hear it as well, from swing voters, maybe from even Republican voters. We were talking about Nikki Haley supporters who want nothing to do with Donald Trump and are curious about Kamala Harris and whether they should go support her, is that they do have concerns about where she stands now versus where she stood previously in her career.
My thing is, what would make people not be in favor of Donnie? Because honestly, I need answers, y'all. So I'm finna go ask Alexa. Because I'm like, I need an answer as to why. Alexa, why would people not be in favor of voting for Donald Trump?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, why would people vote for Donald Trump? Alexa, would you vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, what are Donald Trump's campaign policies? Oh, she tired of me. She's not even answering me. Okay, so there's that because, hold on. Okay, so yeah, she was not a fan of answering me because I'm really curious as to why people would not be in favor of voting for Donald Trump. Because I've never not been in favor of not voting for Donald Trump. That's why I'm like, I've never seen anything wrong with it again because I've grown up with Donald Trump my whole life, and it's not like he's this big horrible man that's doing stuff that's wrong to people versus there's this woman who this was what she did in her job. Like, she was a prosecutor, like, to the fullest extent of the law, and some of them crimes, just like, girl, let's just go.
In 2019, during that 2020 race, what's the best way to explain the way that some of those positions have changed pretty dramatically for Vice President Harris? I know she says her values haven't changed, but what does that mean exactly when you talk about her support previously for decriminalizing illegal border crossings, her support for single-payer healthcare and getting rid of private healthcare insurance, and her support for the banning of fracking, none of which she says she supports anymore? What's the best way for a voter considering her right now to understand those changes?
Didn't she address that in the political campaign? I mean, in the political debate? Like, he's asking her all these questions. I guess for the people that did not watch the highlights, because her biggest stance is she says that she's not for defunding the police. As we just saw, yes, she is. Sheriff Bordeaux, is that what it is? I believe that's what it is. The California Sheriff Bordeaux, I forgot what it is. But yeah. He literally said he's seeing the effects of the defunding because of her and Joe. The sheriff said it. He don't got a lot of us. He said he's living the effects of her not funding or limiting the funding for the police because there are crimes that are being committed that they aren't even being able to take care of because they don't have the resources. Like, so for her, again, is a liar. She lies. She wants to sit there and say, because she wanted to make it seem like Donnie is for defunding the police. He said he's not for defunding the police, but you are. She said she's not. Then come to find out again today y'all can go back to the earlier part of this live where Sheriff Boudreaux is saying in California, they're dealing with the effects of the defunding that are happening under Joe and Kamala. They're dealing with it firsthand. Okay? And then we have Jordan, as former president, future President Trump said, or as Nathan called him, President Trump. Jordan is the one that's saying you're letting all these immigrants in. And that's the case. Like I told you, I saw the chart for myself. So whether or not she's going to say the chart or whether or not she's going to say Donnie isn't factual, is the chart not factual? Because the chart said between 2020 and 2024, the amount of immigrants that had ever been in the USA had quadrupled. And when we say quadrupled now, we know the facts. And Jordan said that's 12 million by the time 2024 ends that they have let in. 99 of them being on the terrorist list. Like I said, it's 50 states. So that means it could be at least 2 terrorists in every state. I'm not willing to live my life like this. I'm not. I'm really not. So we all have to actively make conscious decisions to make sure that we're putting the right people in. Listening to what these people have to say for themselves and not what people are saying. Except for me, y'all, because I'm going to break it down exactly what they said. And if I don't understand what I heard, I will let y'all know. Because for her to sit there and think that he won this debate, solely because she's in support of Kamala, because nothing that she said, if you believe that, then y'all, that's why we in the issues that we in right now, because the power of the people, and the people are stupid. Y'all, not me or them, because I'm like, if you watch this video, you either don't want to be stupid or are not. Because what is going on here is very ghetto.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked this question, Willie. I mean, I think she's made it very clear that, you know, when you become a public servant, when you serve the American people, you oftentimes learn more about the issues. And when you learn more about the issues, oftentimes your positions evolve. You know, her position on fracking, for example, is the same position that she had during the 2020 campaign. But position that people evolve on positions. I think we can look back to where a lot of elected officials stood on marriage equality, for example, in the early 2000s and mid-2000s. A lot of elected officials were against that. And of course, that is unimaginable in the Democratic Party, in particular these days, to not stand for marriage equality. Of course, the vice president's always stood for it. But the bottom line is people evolve, public servants evolve. And I think you want someone in office who's willing to take a hard look at the issues and be open-minded when it comes to where they stand.
She evolved. Because I'm trying to think about the whole fracking thing. He said she doesn't want to get involved in frack. He said she doesn't want to get involved in fracking. She said that's not the truth, which means she does want to get involved in fracking. So does that mean in the first campaign that she did not want to get involved in fracking? I'm like, let's see. What is Kamala's stance on fracking? Oh, dang. Okay, so right, because that's I'm like, she said recently, she said I will not ban right, but I'm like, but what was it before? U.S. presidential hopeful Kamala Harris has voiced support for fracking, but despite her rhetoric, well, let's see, because it say oilprice.com, because I'm like, Kamala Harris needs fracking, ex-Obama says. Harris currently supports fracking, but called for a ban on the practice. Okay, because that's what I want to see, too. Give me the information, Newsweek, right there. We'll go to that other one afterwards. Because like I said, I want to know where her stance was in 2019, not just right now. So it says the ex-Obama advisor says she needs fracking. So let's see. So it says she needs to support fracking as a weapon against Russian President Putin. Okay. Harris has recently faced heavy criticism for Republicans, including from President Donald Trump, her Republican presidential elect opponent, for changing her position on fracking in the years since she ran as a candidate in the 2020 presidential election. The Democratic presidential nominee called for a fracking ban as of recently, as late as 2019, but says that she is now in favor of allowing the practice, which involves fracking shale rock to help extract natural gas. Harris told NBC's Dana Bash that she had come to believe that clean energy was achievable without a ban on fracking. Okay. So the ex-advisor says that it was ludicrous for Republicans to continue questioning the stance on fracking without subjecting Trump and running DJ May to the same scrutiny for flip-flopping on issues like abortion rights. Okay. So she was not for fracking, but now she is. But I mean, like I said, I have cognitive dissonance. So I am 50-50 on fracking because I don't like the way that I feel like, just from what they said that it does, it could cause disasters. Like the way that it's like a high pressure something underground, I'm like, whether it's, and it's like mixing, I'm like, whether that's causing for tornadoes, like earthquakes, whatever the case may be, I don't know, and I don't want to find out. But I'm like, this we don't really need because now we've pretty much gotten the information that we need. All right, so now she wants to allow for fracking. Okay.
The more they learn about an issue, and by the way, the more that issue also evolves.
And so I guess the concern, Adrian, is that she's saying some of these things to get elected and she'll go back to her previous positions if she becomes president. Is it safe to say she's going to stand pat where she is right now?
Absolutely safe to say that, Willie, no doubt. She made that very clear on the debate stage Tuesday night. She's evolved on some positions, but when it comes to where she stands on the issues that matter to the American people, her values remain the same. Those have been unchanged her entire career. When she was a prosecutor, when she was Attorney General of California, when she was United States Senator, and obviously as Vice President. She is the most prepared, most qualified to be the President of the United States.
Okay, now prepared is crazy. Prepared is crazy. Because don't you think a businessman of umpteenth years is definitely prepared? Because she is not. Again, I don't think she won that debate. I don't. I'm going to have to ask ChatGPT to give us a rating scale for the presidential election.
And she has made it very clear where her values stand. And I think if you are anyone who tuned into that debate, even if you were a Trump supporter, I think it's really hard to look at that debate and say, you know what, I don't know who she's fighting for, me or herself.
No, that's not the question. Because I'm like, that's not the question. Because a Trump supporter would not be like, oh, I'm about to change my way over there. Now, a Kamala supporter should be like, why does she keep lying? That should be very strange. And that's just my stance on it. Because that's what I saw.
It's very clear who she's fighting for, and that's the American people. She's putting their priorities first, and that came across very clearly on the debate stage on Tuesday night.
So, Adrian, it's as we've been covering for years now, Donald Trump has a very fervent following of supporters who will stay with him through thick and thin, I'll put it lightly. But what's your message to those voters, some who may have been a little rocked for the first time when he made that comment about dogs and cats, and that was easily Googled to be just, I'm just...
No, that's not true, because again, it was one of the first things that I saw when I woke up and checked my Facebook feed that morning. It was the cop body cam footage of a woman being arrested for eating a cat. I showed y'all on yesterday's live. Because like I said, when I woke up today and scrolled onto that Facebook, they flagged it. Saying that it would maybe fact check false information. But again, how do you say that a cop body cam footage is not factual? I'm like, I don't believe they AI'd this. I don't believe they made this up. Like, it was there. It was there. Because again, they try to highlight it and make him look loony, but they don't talk about the fact that she lied the whole time. Y'all don't highlight that.
Wondering, is there an opportunity to speak to
I guess I have to, huh?
supporters and to say, look, we're offering you something different? And what would that be?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Mika, I think it was John Meacham who said this on either your show or on MSNBC recently, where he basically said, would you trust somebody who, made these dog-eating comments with the nuclear codes of this country? I mean, I think that really encapsulates.
What? Will we trust someone with the dog-eating comments with nuclear codes? Well, seeing that he's right, I just might. But even then, I was just kind of like, boy, what is we talking about? That would have been another thing, like that would have been like that abortion thing where you have to like put in your like notation of like, just remember this. But then again, when that was dismantled, debunked, whatever the case may be, it was just like, okay, so the only thing that he's really ignorant on is the women. Because even when he was talking about the border and all that kind of stuff, I'm ignorant to that now that I think about it. Because even in politics, I'm ignorant to politics. So I'm trying to learn because I'm an avid learner and I've been alive 3 decades. So at this point, I definitely want... Well, I mean, it's trying to get better if y'all do what needs to be done. But again, if the power of the people the power is in the hands of the people and the people are stupid, that's never going to get us anywhere except play it in our face like we have been. And I'm sorry, but I'm not as stupid as our parents were. So make better decisions, make better choices. Okay? It's as simple as that. Because our parents' decisions had us being played in our faces for decades. Here we are able to make decisions, and some of y'all are still stupid. I'm just saying.
You know, where we stand and where a lot of voters stood. And the way that we've approached this, the way that she's approached this, looking at Trump with this weird look, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't really understand what that means. But again, then pivoting her message back to fighting for the American people, making it very clear what her plan is to lower costs for families, making it very clear what her plan is to...
What was her plan to lower costs for families? All she said, and see again, because I'm not a family. I am a single, no child having individual. I am not a family. Y'all talking about $6,000 in a child tax credit for some kids. We want the stimulus checks for individuals, including them kids, just like y'all did when it was the pandemic. Always want to find some money to help every country do everything, but don't help your own people. That's exactly why we got 12 freaking million. Yeah, it is 12 freaking million immigrants that came in this country between 2020 and 2024 under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This is out of pocket. Like, we so far gone since like this. They even want to put this 50% Harris, 45% Trump up on the screen. Again, I did my own YouTube poll. My own YouTube poll, as I showed y'all, was 92% in favor of Trump. I do not like that they are really trying to make it seem like this woman gave such a stance on giving back to the American people. That lady said $600 as a child tax credit for families, because again, you got to have the child to get it. So don't be a single individual with no kids like me, because you're not getting that. And then it was either for homeowners or business owners. So again, where was there a plan for the economy in this? Exactly, because see, at least Trump is literally trying to help the economy by no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, which again would open up the workforce a lot. Also helping stimulate the economy by taking some of the burden off us and putting some of the burden on business owners. Like, come on.
And reproductive freedom, and then drawing that contrast with Trump. You know, the fact that no matter what he tries to do, he stands with Project 2025. A lot of people use...
And they're not even the business owners in America. The business owners in foreign countries that he's already doing business with. And here she go lying just like her leader, Kamala. Because she done already said that we are in support of Kamala. We raised however much after the I was about to say pandemic, child, because that's child that too. But we raised $47 million after the debate. That's what she said. She is on Team Kamala Harris. And then she want to sit here and talk about Trump, Project 2025. Again, that man already said he has nothing to do with Project 2025. He did not sign off on it, didn't read it, doesn't even know what it's about. Stop putting stuff on that. Stop lying on that man's name. Like,
freedom, and then drawing that contrast with Trump. You know, the fact that no matter what he tries to do, he stands with Project 2025. A lot of people...
Why would she say that? Because I just want y'all to know, because y'all know I run my mouth. I wanted y'all just to run it back and hear what she said. He stands with Project 2025. He does not. That man stood up there and said, I don't know why she's lying on me. I didn't even read it. That's like somebody telling you done signed some contract and you know you ain't never seen this contract a day in your life. Even if it got your signature on this side, baby, that's not even my signature. So I don't have nothing to do with that. He literally told them, I have nothing to do with Project 2025, and they sitting on MSNBC giving people this information. I don't think that's okay. I thank God for my platform, because did somebody say something in the comments about it should be illegal? Like, was it this comment as well? Because I've been comment creeping. So I'm like, let's see. Child, I guess not. Maybe it was just the other one. Because I'm like, somebody talking about ignore the polls. Don't pay attention to the polls. Please register and get to the polls. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, hell no. Not turn the page, child. Americans, please don't let him be. What? Oh, but then this page, I'm assuming, would be in support of everything Kamala, because I'm just like, dear God. So let's just finish this off.
Used to work for him, helped craft that policy. What would Project 2025, the blueprint, look like it was actually implemented into law? So that was a contrast that you heard loud and clear on the debate stage on Tuesday night from the vice president, while also laying out her own vision. Law. So who used to work for him, helped craft that policy. What would Project 2025, the blueprint, look like it was actually implemented into law? So that was a contrast that you heard loud and clear on the debate stage on Tuesday night from the vice president, while also laying out her own vision. And I think, look, she made it very clear. If you support Donald Trump, if you support Vice President Harris, she's going to fight for you no matter who you're supporting in this race.
I don't recall her making that very clear. I feel like, because why would she say that? This is a competition. I don't recall her saying, no matter who you vote for, I'm still here in the support of the American people. I didn't even get that energy from her. I guess she'll try again. But I don't recall her saying that. And I spent 6.5 hours dissecting everything that came out the tabloid teeth of that woman.
That's what her focus is. She wants to expand opportunities for middle-class families. She wants to expand opportunities for all Americans. That it was a very obvious, point that she made.
Expand opportunities for middle-class families. Again, the child tax credit, again, only helps families. Okay? The first-time home buyer's credit really doesn't affect, or really doesn't help anyone, I should say. Because if you don't have the money to continuously pay on the home, it really does not matter that you gave them a nice little credit to get the home. Because again, that's why people get these homes for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then they can't afford to pay for them. Okay? They couldn't afford to pay for it to begin with. Because again, y'all have homes starting in the $250,000 plus. Okay? Okay? So, there is that. So, with that being said, moving forward to the small business owners, that only helps you if you have a business. And do you know how many people don't have a business? Exactly.
Time and time again on the debate stage on Tuesday night. And I think that's something that you're going to continue to hear us say time and time again on this campaign trail. The new way.
See? Something we are going to say on this campaign trail.
Forward is going to be the theme that we look at every issue, everything we talk about in this campaign. We are sort of looking at it under the umbrella of a new way forward. We have a big tour coming up this weekend with surrogates on the campaign trail. Obviously, the Vice President, Governor Walz, traveling from state to state, talking about her economic vision, talking about her plan to lower costs for families under the umbrella of a new way forward tour. And that's what you're going to hear us talk about time and time again.
And it's we. It's we are doing this. Like, again, I don't feel like you should have to have all this political funding, campaigning, backing to be the president. And that's why I said this page is in full support of her, which I am just not, which is really making me realize, girl, we got to make sure we really might have to go and vote for Donnie. Or maybe the people that are voting for him, because like I said, he's not trying to get, well, I don't know, because there's some people on here that are 60 plus, because I'm like, he's trying to get a different type of audience. Like I said, she wants a younger audience. He wants the older audience. No. Absolutely not. Because I'm like, we got to stop this. I'm like, and I really don't see anything else for us to react to as far as any breaking news in politics. So this is pretty much all we're going to get into for today. We will do some more politicking, if not tomorrow, probably Monday, because tomorrow is Saturday. So we'll probably, I feel like if we let 2 days go by, a lot might happen. But we will pick up with some politicking later. I am going to go ahead and end this live here, because again, that's pretty much it for today. You can check out the public watch later list on my channel if you'd like to go ahead and start getting into any of the videos that I plan to react to, any of the videos that I have reacted to. Again, you can check out my live tabs for my live chats and reacts. But that is pretty much going to be it for this live today. I do thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to today's live. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe. Tell your mamas, your daddies, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, everybody that you know to come tune in live, hang in with God and KD Live Daily. So let's go ahead and do our Course in Miracles, and then we go ahead and head out. So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. So we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as God's children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that's within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in each and every one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give permission. Hold on. And as we let our own light shine, because y'all know I'm trying to remember about January 25, and I'm on it, but I'm also not concentrating, y'all. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the chat in the background and everything. Okay, so child, let's get back to it, because and as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. With that being said, you know it's all love, baby. If no one told you that they love you today, know that God loves you, Jesus loves you, I love you if you love them, and in turn you'll start to love yourself. So that's 4 people in total that will love you once you start loving God. Okay, so hope y'all have a wonderful Friday the 13th. Be good, be great. I'm out. I'll be back later for AM to the PM, PM to the AM Funk Live. But until then, y'all know it's all love, baby. KD is signing out until I'm back. Subscribe for the vibes. Tell your friends to come back again. Subscribe to help me pay my taxes. Bye.